dares to summon me? Me, follower Toshi, warmed from the Portland direct sunlight. Shit's fucking hot, bruh. Let me tweak with some stuff. Yeah, Twitch, shut up. No. Forgot to update that. Oops. Wrong one. Silent Toshi. I am not silent. I am quite possibly the loudest creature known to existence. Why does I say 5? Oh, I know. Okay. Yeah, it's fair. It is. I'm hiding in my room with the AC blasting. That's the only way you actually survive. I was out for like a little bit donating plasma after because we got off work early. So I was able to go and donate plasma, but I got a bike from work to the plasma donation center, which conveniently for me, all of that is real near where I live. So I wasn't outside for a long time, but it was still like, ugh, this sucks so hard. It was altogether unpleasant. Just being outside for any amount of time today. And it's going to be worse tomorrow, too. Like, not huge worse, but just, like, enough worse. Like, 1% worse. Not a fan. We'll give people a little bit of time to mosey on in before we start. Tomorrow I'll be hiding in my room with the AC blasting again. Yeah, same. This time I won't have to fucking go out for nothing. I mean, I will go outside tomorrow for like a couple minutes, but yeah, no, not doing nothing tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to my PGE bill. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. It was, I can't remember what last month's was, but yeah, I can't imagine August is going to be any better. That's the downfall of summer. Thankfully, the winter makes up for it with a lower heating bill. Because it's easier to warm up than it is to cool down. It's also a lot more cost efficient. I don't know how many people are gonna get my my stream title. I barely even get it, and I came up with it. It's supposed to be a Superman 4 reference. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, but Fallout Season 2. I gotta get new work boots on Sunday. Outside of that, I'm still hiding in my room with the AC blast, and yep. It's easier to warm up than to cool down. I don't even run my heat in the winter. Yeah, same. I, every like, we gotta keep it running just to, make sure shit doesn't freeze. But like, especially with what is it? Especially with like computers running and stuff, it's not an issue. Howdy. Don't worry, I got the reference instantly. Thank God. Cell Block Psycho got it. Hell yeah. Not surprised, though. Not surprised, but yeah. I don't know. It feels like it's kind of an esoteric reference, but at the same time, thank you for subscribing. I apologize. I can't read. I think that was Hebrew text. I could be wrong on that one, but I apologize. I can't read your language. Dirk John, thank you for the follow. Or subscription, whichever one that was. I missed the upper detail, but thank you anyway. I didn't watch the older Superman movies. Theron Dom Freak. I apologize. I probably mispronounced the first part of your name there, but thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I never saw any of the old Superman movies either. I'm just like aware of them. There was like a Family Guy joke that was like they were like saying the name of the movie in the movie, and one of them was a Superman movie, and it was like it was like, in order to save the world, I must become Superman 4, the quest for peace. And Peter's like, oh, that's why they call it that. I think it was Superman 2, I think, actually has, like, holds the record for the longest credit sequence of any film. I mean, that might no longer be the case now, but when I first discovered it, like, it was still the case. So, like, I don't know. I just kind of, like, know random bits and pieces about Superman trivia. It's all part of being a chronically online nerd. But yeah, I've never watched. At least I don't think maybe I watched like a little bit of one of them. I can't remember. You know, on like daytime TV or something like that. But yeah, I also didn't fall super big into the whole Superman craze. But I watched the new one that got put out. I'm going to say a while ago to avoid further detail. And yeah, it's just on my mind now. So I'm like, oh, Superman. Because he flies around and he saves people and he flies. Okay. What are we at? 8 minutes? All right, I think that's enough. That's enough, start time. What are we doing today? Good question. So, first of all, I'm back. I took last weekend off. We went to the coast, stayed there for a couple of days. That's why I wasn't able to stream over the weekend last weekend. And it also coincided with a sort of rest period that I wanted to take because I wanted to see how YouTube's new AI integration, age verification stuff was gonna play out. And I don't know, like, I feel like leading up to, like, maybe the day before, or, like, a couple days before, one second, is it that one? Yes, okay. I feel like a couple days before, it was still kind of like, oh, man, this fucking sucks. This is absolute ass. YouTube is going to be even worse. And then, like, the day before it was scheduled to happen, I started to, like, really think about it and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, like, let's hold on a second. What is the actual goal that they're trying to accomplish here? And it's the whole, making sure that kids aren't watching stuff that they're not supposed to watch. Which, like, that's what you fucking YouTube Kids is for. But YouTube has apparently chosen to deny it even exists. So, fucking whatever. Here we are. But I think one of the things that a lot of people really, like, off rip were super uneasy about is just, like, being watched by an AI, an AI tracking your watch history and then, like, determining, like, oh, we think you're not doing what you're supposed to. We don't think you're as old as you say you are. Which, like, that's kind of what YouTube does already with, like, the algorithm recommending videos and then, keeping track of your watch history and stuff. So, like, it already sort of, keeps track of what you watch and stuff. I think that the thing that a lot of people really have, like, a big issue with, besides the fact that it's AI, is that they would have to, provide proof of identification to prove that they're over 18, and not a whole lot of people want to give away their their personal data to a giant mega corporation that constantly gets hacked all the time. I think even like a couple days after, a day or two after YouTube implemented the AI thing, they had a data breach or something. So I wanted to give a little bit of time on that, just to like see how it all played out. I don't think it was sort of like the big, like, Big Brother's watching kind of thing that a lot of people thought that it was going to be. I'm not a big fan of it, but as far as I've seen so far, especially since it's, been like close to, well, it's been over a week at this point since they rolled it out. It's not great, but it's not as big of a problem as I think a lot of people, sort of myself included, built it up to be in their head. At least not right now. We'll see. We'll see when the AI goes rogue. So that's basically why. That's another reason why I wasn't streaming last week, and why I wasn't uploading like YouTube Shorts or TikTok videos or anything. Is that I was just giving it a break, seeing how it was all going to go out. And again, not in love with it, but I think it's, not as bad as a lot of people were saying. But as far as today, obviously we're going to be getting back in. We're going to be playing more Fallout New Vegas. We're going to lose all of our money playing Caravan because I'm going to get super overconfident, and then we're going to play it, and then I'm going to forget all the rules. Or not forget all the rules, but I'm gonna be too confident, and then I'm gonna fucking get my ass handed to me over and over again, because that's just how card games have been going for me lately. I got real into the ranked battles in the Pokemon TCGP app, and like I got a pretty good deck, and I get some pretty good wins. But every once in a while, I just get like on a fucking like losing streak, just like oh fuck, man, this sucks. Overall, my KL ratio is pretty solid, but it's still like, oh man, you get like 2 in a row, and you're like, fucking everything sucks. So that's what we're gonna be doing today: Fallout, gambling, all that good shit. But I also want to talk more about the Fallout Prime trailer, because holy fuck, that was awesome. I don't think that it hit as hard as the season 1 trailer, which that's just how subsequent seasons in a video game, in a live action video game adaptation season, tend to go. They're still gas, they're still fire, but they're not as hype as the first one, right? But I think with New Vegas, I think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be a big deal. I also put out a short today, talking about the possibilities of what may and may not be the actual canon ending to Fallout New Vegas, because obviously, season 1 dropped. We got to the last episode. And then, boom, we're going to Vegas. Everybody starts theory crafting about Vegas. A small minority start doom posting about how season 1 decanonized Fallout New Vegas, which empirically incorrect. Haven't seen it. You should definitely go see it. Especially you specifically, because you're a much, I don't want to say Fallout New Vegas purist, but because you're a much bigger enthusiast of Fallout New Vegas than I am, like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the game. I'd be super excited to see your take on the trailer, not only as a modder, but also just somebody who has a much bigger affinity for the game, and most likely knows a lot more of the like lore and story beats like off rip than I do. At least, like, when like held under the spotlight and fucking held at gunpoint, like, oh, what's the name of the tool company that Robert House's brother ran? And it's like, um, stuff like that. You have a much better grasp on the deep lore of the game than I do. But one of the things that, as I said, everybody's theory crafting about what the canon ending of New Vegas is. Long story short, I don't think there is a canonical ending. I think that New Vegas is best when it doesn't have an actual true ending, because that's not really the point of the game. It's Bethesda games aren't stories; they're experiences. But when we look at a lot of the hints that are in the trailer, one of the things that sticks out the most to me is that there's a stronger likelihood. Well, there's stuff that we can rule out almost right off rip. I think that an independent New Vegas is most likely off the table, because if they were going to make any sort of references to how the second Battle of Hoover Dam ended, which I don't think they actually will, they're most likely not going to mention the Courier, specifically because the Courier is a player character, and player character identities can't, unless it's like, something that's intentionally written into the story, like, Spider-Man or fucking Nathan Drake or Joel or Ellie from The Last of Us. Those are more like, linear stories, because Fallout is an RPG and you make your own self-insert character. You can't then take that self-insert character that's supposed to be, just like an ambiguous individual. They're not male, they're not young, they're not, blonde, they're not anything specific. They're just the stand-in for the character. And so to then write a canonical version of the Courier, it sort of throws everything else out the out the window. And that's just, one, that's bad RPG to state like, oh, the Courier is canonically male, or the Lone Wanderer is canonically female. So like that for an RPG, that's not how it goes. That's bad writing. So I don't think they're going to mention the Courier in they might mention the Courier, but they're not going to say like, oh, the Courier, he was a swell guy, or he like, oh, she was psycho, she was crazy, she was fucking setting shit on fire. They're not going to ascribe personality traits to the Courier in season 2. I think that there's enough hinting that the NCR was the victor. But in my opinion, we can take an independent New Vegas off the table immediately. We can most likely take a house ending off the table, primarily because, while I don't think he's dead. Well, one, it would be a pretty big rug pull if they ended up going with House is dead canon. I think mostly he's just inactive. Primarily, I don't think that House was the winner of Hoover Dam, because we mostly don't see a lot of Securitrons. Like, there's 2 Securitrons in the trailer. There's one that's like, I don't remember who it was. I think it was some guy in power armor. He was shooting at like the Brotherhood or something in like in a hallway. And like, we just see the one, and then Victor, but we don't see like an excessive number of Securitrons anywhere in the trailer. We see some Securitrons in one of the ending slides for season 1. I think it's the last one. Yeah, it's the last episode, actually. We see some Securitrons, but we don't see like the infinite number of Securitrons that we saw with that we see in New Vegas, where you go down House's ending or Yes Man's ending, and then you get control of the storehouse that has like, that can, I can't remember if it's just like where a bunch of Securitrons are stored, or where like, they can like mass produce Securitrons. But we don't see a whole lot of them, so that kind of mostly makes me think that House is alive, but is like incapacitated. I think that the canon situation with that is that House was made inoperable, but he's not dead. He could be dead, but in either situation, I very strongly doubt that House is actually the canonical winner of New Vegas. Then it just, you have the Legion and the NCR. The Legion could potentially be the canonical winners of New Vegas, but we have that one shot in the trailer, the one with Victor in it, funnily enough, where if you look in the background, you can actually see NCR posters hanging up, and I'm mostly going off the assumption that warehouse is an NCR warehouse, which kind of makes me think that, one, it's in the embassy. If not in the embassy, somewhere else in Vegas. But two, because Victor's in there, it most likely means that the NCR won and then, like, took Victor and, like, stuffed him in a storeroom or something after he, like, powered down or went into sleep mode or whatever. But mostly the reason that I think that the Legion weren't the ones to take New Vegas and the Dam is because if they did, those NCR posters wouldn't still be there unless they somehow figured out how to hide this storeroom. And since I believe we see like windows to the outside in that storeroom, it's not hidden, or at the very least, it's not super hidden. And since there's an 8-year gap between the second Battle of Hoover Dam and the start of Fallout Prime Season 1, I would imagine that the Legion would have gone over everything with a fine-tooth comb and have gotten rid of every single bit of NCR propaganda. Like, would have been gone immediately. So that's mostly why I don't think that the Legion were the ones to take the Dam, because if there is still NCR propaganda and an NCR presence at all in New Vegas, then the Legion can't have won because they would have taken that shit down immediately. Again, there's an 8-year time gap, so a lot of stuff could change. Maybe the Legion did take it, the Dam and then take Vegas, but then the Tunneler showed up and they were too much for the Legion, so they booked out of there. And then the Tunnelers like left or dispersed or whatever. And now they're trying to retake Vegas. Or like, I think that in that 8-year gap, there's enough chaos going on to where it's not going to really matter who took the Dam. Enough happened to where there's other things to worry about, like the Tunnelers, like the Death Claws, in this specific instance, Vault-Tec, and whatever the fuck they got going on, and potentially House if he's still alive. If House is still alive and was just asleep for 8 years, oh, he's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be fucking pissed. And then the other thing that I saw, like just today, a couple hours ago, Fallout Prime Season 2 is going to be changing it up from the first season. The first season released all at the same time, all at once. You could binge watch fucking all episodes, like back to back to back immediately. They're not going to be doing that this time around. They're going to be doing weekly releases every Wednesday until February 4th, I think. 4th, 15th, something like that. I don't know. Either way, it's like a week before my birthday. But yeah, they're going to be doing weekly releases. And there's a bit of conversation around that specifically, whether or not like, I don't know. I saw one article it was one of those articles that have like a comment section, which I fucking hate that shit. I hate articles that have comment sections. But one comment was like, "Oh man, yeah, that's so awesome." I fucking like binge watched something else. I can't remember what show it was. I can't remember if it was the first season of Fallout Prime or if it was a different show, but they're like, "Oh, I binge watched the whole thing." And then when the second season came around, like, I don't remember, I'd have to like go back and watch it all again to get caught up because I don't remember anything that happens. Because I just binged it all over like, a day or 2 days. And then the only other comment that was up at the same time was the exact opposite. Like, nobody wants fucking weekly releases, which was just funny that they started off their point with a definitive like that. Like, nobody wants it? Are you sure, bro? But he was basically all like, you know, I like it because I can watch all the episodes, and then if I want to binge watch it later, I can do that. But, like, if you just put out one episode and then I just watch it, and then it gets to the next week and I watch the next episode, I'm not going to remember what happened in the last episode. And it's like, okay, well, first of all, that's kind of how television worked for a good long while before streaming came along. So I'm proud of you that you've discovered television. Fucking, like, what, 80 years into its existence? Happy for you. Glad you finally got up to game here. At the second time, what was it? I had another point there. If you can't go, if you can watch something and then can't go a week without remembering, maybe not everything, but like the important bits, the gist of the last episode, especially since almost every TV show has a, you know, last week on blah, 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 to sort of get you caught up, especially narratively dense shows like this. And I think Fallout Prime Season 1 even did that as well. They had a little catch up at the beginning, which was funny since they released everything at the same time. But it's like, yeah, you know, if you can't go a week without remembering, you know, the big thing that you watched, that you're the thing that you like enough to stick around for a season 2, if you can't remember what happened the prior week, I don't know. I hate to tell you, bro, that just might be a skill issue. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like it primarily because I don't get to fucking, you know, binge watch everything. And then, you know, theory craft about what's going to happen in the next season. But at the same time, I do like it primarily because then it allows us to theory craft for what's going to happen in the next episode, and it helps the show stay more relative in the zeitgeist for longer. Because, you know, while Fallout Prime Season 1 was a big deal for a long time in 2024, it does help to keep the show more relevant and more active and more engaged because you have that weekly theory crafting, like, oh, what's going to happen in the next episode? This is what happened in this episode. Let's talk about it. You know, you got content like that can help keep the show alive, and especially for for an IP like Fallout, that's going to be really easy. That's going to be incredibly easy for people to do because there's already an ingrained fan base. But I mean, that specifically is dealer's choice, you know. If you like binge watching everything, that's cool. If you like weekly episodes, that's also cool. It's, you know, it's to whatever taste you like, but that's just how season 2 is going to roll out. I like to binge watch. Binge watching can be pretty good. With certain shows. There are some shows that don't lend themselves as well to binge watching, but yeah, for the most part, yeah. I haven't really even watched the show at all. I just haven't had the urge to watch it. I'm not going to hate on the show by any means, because, I mean, that doesn't help anyone. Yeah. It's just not for me. I've heard people love it, and I'm glad people can enjoy it. It's... Oh, God, excuse me. It's one of those things to where it's like, you know... I don't know. I feel like the whole controversy over, like, oh, it fucking Season 1 decanonized Fallout New Vegas... I feel like there's, like, creative decisions that the show made that for some of the more, like, purist fans, kind of rub them the wrong way. Like, you know, destroying Shady Sands and basically turning the NCR into, like, a refugee military, stuff like that. And there, I see this whole conversation around, like, oh, fucking, like, they never let like society in the wasteland like advance. It's all just fucking, you know, tin shacks and you know, cloth shoes and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, you know, I kind of get that. But if there's like, there's like narrative reasons, like, okay, yeah, if it makes sense and there's a narrative point to it, then I don't know. To me, it at least makes sense. Whether or not it's acceptable is another thing, but I thought it was really good. I thought that it captured the essence of the games, all of the games, very well. It was, for the most part, like 98% of the time, tonally serious in the sense that it wasn't trying to be, campy or goofy or anything like that. It wasn't trying to be like, hey, we're Fallout, this is a wacky time, yeah, the wasteland. No, it wasn't trying to do that. It was mostly like, it's the game, it's the wasteland, it's, there's fucking skeletons and things that are trying to kill you all over the place. This is a serious tone, but also with that little bit of brevity that Fallout is known for, the little bit of humor and snark and stuff like that. And I really like that because it was funny to the point where it was funny, but it wasn't funny to the point where it was overshadowing all of the other stuff that was going on in the show. And I'm a big fan of that. There, like, not enough. There's a lot of shows that try to go. There's a lot of shows and movies that try to go like too funny with it, because people just inherently enjoy comedy. But I mean, they still did that, but it was like situationally appropriate. Personal opinion, the vibes feels off. It felt more like a script with the Fallout name on it, so that some executive would read it, then was reworked to be more Fallout-ish. I mean, maybe, without going into like, further details. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, but I can see how it could have come off like that. I think that it was, how do I phrase it? I think that it was respectful to the source material and it was faithful to the source material, but I don't think it was as, I don't know, maybe as ironclad to the source material as it probably could have been. But like at the same time, that just sort of raises the question, like, how faithful to the original source material is like acceptable. Like, to what level do you have to be faithful to the original source material and the original tone to be respectful of it, but to not, hinder the creativity of the people working on and writing the shows and stuff? I think it all just kind of comes down to personal opinion. Me personally, I think that's what it all comes down to. Some people like it, some people don't like it, some people love it, some people hate it. Oh, geez. Sorry, smacking my mic. Yeah, and that's that's mostly just it. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't call it perfect television, but it was pretty good. I liked it. Okay, let's go bully this guy about his dead brother. Switch cameras here. There we go. We're caught off from the... Oh, wait, no, yeah. We read this before. What's up, dudes? I completely forgot I had fucking half the wasteland traveling with us. Let me turn me off here. Oh, I'm scratching my mic. Oh, yeah, I keep fucking forgetting that it doesn't work. I gotta push the buttons here. Does that one work? Hold on. That one still works. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me get back in here. When I say the vibe, I mean from a more esoteric and visual medium, color, lighting, tone, music, not story per se. That's fair. I feel like the tone was pretty close. The music, again, for lack of a further deeper conversation, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by the music was off. I think the music was spot on. I can't think of a single point in the first season where the music didn't feel appropriate for the tone, for the situation, for the the context, stuff like that. Maybe like one part, but yeah, I think overall the music anyway was very, very faithful and very appropriate. Lighting and visuals, I could kind of see that. I've seen a lot of people, or maybe not a lot, but I've seen a couple people say like, oh, Fallout Prime would have been better if it had like the original aesthetics and stuff. The sort of 80s inspired sci-fi stuff. And it's like, maybe, but like, I don't know. When I look at it, I just think like Dune and stuff. And it's like, we already have Dune. But who knows? It probably would.
I can't let you go into the ruins, not without a reason.
My reason is I'm sorry, I almost let Evil Toshi win there. Okay. What's going on with the Great Khans?
One of my patrols was on its way back from Novak when it came under fire from the Great Khans.
Novak?
They radioed for reinforcements, but instead of waiting for us, they chased the Khans into the ruins where they were caught in a crossfire. No deaths, but not all the squad got out. The Khans have Private Ackerman and Private Gilbert as hostages.
Oh, God. Hold on. Oh, God. Sorry. I was suffocating to death. It's like you said, it's just a personal opinion. I'm generally very cynical and have a hard time getting into TV shows. I could see that. I'm a little bit of the same. I can't remember what the name of the show was, but there was this Netflix series that came out a couple years ago, like maybe 2021, 2020, something like that. It was definitely during COVID. And everybody was like, oh, fuck, this show's like fucking amazing. It's like the greatest thing ever. Oh my God, it's so fucking good. And I think I watched maybe like 3 episodes of it. I wanted to give it a try. I wasn't super invested off rip, but I'm like, I want to give this a try. I want to see how it goes. And I got like 3 episodes in and I'm like, yeah, this just isn't doing it for me. Like, it's kind of interesting, but it's just like, it's not there. It's just not clicking. And I think that, that's definitely, that's valid. Some things just don't click. And I feel like with Fallout, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times there's sort of this like weird crossover between like apathy or, dissatisfaction with Fallout that sort of like blends with just like a general dislike of Bethesda. And it's like, I get that too, but there's times where it's just kind of like cynical and petty, right? I remember seeing a it's either like a YouTube video or a TikTok video or something. I can't remember, but I remember seeing a video that was where it was like interviewing, sitting down with Todd Howard, I think. It wasn't like an interview or anything. He was just like, it was one of those videos where it's more, the behind the scenes of the show and stuff like that. And Todd said that he was on the set of one of the vault scenes. I can't remember which one, but it was in the overseer's office, and he like sat down in the overseer's chair, and he like looked at the stack of papers that was on the table, and it had like actual like it was like actually written out technical documents for like their power system or their water system or something like that. And he's like, oh, that's really cool. That's attention to detail. That's the stuff we love. And then like one of the comments on the videos was like, oh, like Todd Howard was geeking out about that stack of papers because he's never put any attention to detail in any of his games. And it's like, now you're just being a dick. Now you're just being an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, Fallout isn't the greatest RPG of all times under Bethesda, but it's like, there's like criticism, and then there's like criticism where it just doesn't serve a point and you're just trying to be mean. It's like, what the fuck? Fucking rude. But yeah, it is always one of those especially for like a lot of newer shows. I feel like online there's a lot of apathy for shows because there's like this cycle that happens. It's either somebody in my Discord server said it best, like anything new that comes out is either like absolute peak or complete trash. There's no in between. And I feel like the modern like, oh, everyone's a critic kind of sentimentality is kind of really hammering in on that. A lot of people just like, oh, I want the game to be perfect, or I want this movie to be perfect. And it's like, sometimes, fucking shit's just not as good as we want it to be. But if it's still enjoyable, then like, you're not being deprived of your time and your experience because something's not blowing your socks off. But if it's like doing it for you, like, this is good. I am enjoying the situation I'm in. That's fine. That's good enough. Some people just don't know how to settle for good enough. These great cons might have something of mine. A platinum chip.
Once the great cons have been killed or captured, you're welcome to retrieve any property they've taken from you.
Fuck. I keep taking big bites thinking he's going to talk for longer. I may be able to negotiate a deal with the great cons.
Normally I'd turn you down since I have no idea who you are. But considering that the hostages are as good as dead when we attack... Alright. I'm going to give you a chance to talk to the great cons. Their leader is a man named Jessup. If we hear shooting, we'll be coming in. But it'll probably be too late for you.
Wow, rude. Very mean. Why would you say that about me? Do I look like somebody who's going to die? No. Whatever. I understand.
Good luck.
Thank you. What's my outfit again? Oh yeah, I just have my PJs with my leather patch on. Hell yeah. All right, boys. Let's get in there and get some potato chips. A lot of people hate Bethesda. The hate seems a bit unwarranted. Yeah, like, I definitely get some people's, like, I can't think of what the word is because I'm bad with numbers and letters and, breathing and such. But there's a lot of people that are still kind of upset about the whole Fallout 76 thing, and then, like, some other people who are just, for whatever reason, just still, like, not, like, unimaginably, but, like, for whatever reason, just really had, like, a hate boner for Fallout 4, and have just, like, never gotten over it. And then the whole Fallout 76 thing, and it's just, it's like that, and then, like, some of the business decisions with, like, what is it? The Creation Club and stuff like that, creations, and it's like, it's like, fucking just get over it sometimes. Moral of the story, let people enjoy things. Getting upset over a video game or choice that devs make is just silly. Yeah, like, there's objectively bad decisions that that developers make. There's objectively, like, things where it's like, oh, like, that definitely was, like, a bad decision specifically because it actively hurt the community or the reputation or the standing of the game or the developers. Like that whole Bungie thing a while ago, where they were coming out with that new game. I can't remember what the name of the game was, but I think I had somebody who was a much bigger fan of Halo than me say that it was basically like the spiritual precursor to Halo, effectively, I think. But like they got caught blatantly ripping off another artist, and it's like that's a bad idea. That's a bad decision that the developers made. As much as I enjoyed Assassin's Creed Shadows, there was a lot of things that Ubisoft did that were like that fucking, they went to like Japan and were all like, hey, we're doing like an expo and stuff where you can like look at some of the stuff. Here's a bunch of Japanese stuff that's like, representative of the game or some shit or whatever. But they had like, you know, oh, here's like an authentic Japanese sword, and it was like a fucking it was like, what was it? It was a it was like it was a fan replica of a sword from One Piece. I can't remember the name of the sword, but it's like, that was objectively a bad move, you know, intentional or otherwise, whether or not they knew what they had actually bought. Bad decision, bad business practices, bad marketing. Bethesda's done some bad stuff. The whole canvas bag, the response to a lot of Fallout 76 blowback, stuff like that, definitely bad. But like, they don't have like this consistent track record of intentionally, you know, being lazy with their marketing, or, you know, doing like making intentionally bad game. I don't think any developer intentionally makes bad game decisions. There's just kind of, you know, choices that they make that don't end up as well. And I feel like Bethesda sort of gets a lot more hate than they're kind of deserved. They are deserving of some, but not to the degree that a lot of people say that they're deserving of. Like, it's ridiculous. Let me scooch on back here. There we go. A little bit. I got a death threat once due to one of my quest mods when I was 19. Well, okay, maybe not exactly a death threat. He just sent me an email saying he wanted to downvote me out of existence. You got an email from a Redditor. That is unfortunate. I am sorry, my guy. And yeah, I mean, like, it's the same with... It's probably a little bit worse in the modding community because there's not sort of that, like, invisible wall of capitalism between, like, capitalism and industry, between the fans and the developers. But it's like, I mean, I fucking made, like, an hour-long video pointing out a lot of the stuff that I thought was just not good about the Frontier. And it's like, I stand by all that stuff. But it's like, I don't think that people intentionally were all like, oh, let's do this because it's going to piss a lot of people off. Or, oh, let's do this because, you know, like that doesn't happen. That's not how business works. That's not how development works. There's just stuff that people make that they think in the moment is a good idea. And then there's the response that the public has to that. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, kind of just dependent on where the people are at the time and like what the audience is comprised of. But yeah, there's just a lot of toxicity out there these days. I blame the manosphere. Fuck you, Andrew Tate. Well, I'm not, and I believe you have something of mine.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, where's my chip? Where's the platinum chip?
Don't have it.
Fuck!
Right before he stabbed us in the back. He's probably back at the strip by now, laughing at me.
Probably. That sounds like him. Let's talk about settling things between you and the NCR.
What's to negotiate? The NCR backs off, we walk out of here, nobody gets hurt.
That's fair. Excuse me. All right. Free the hostages now, and I'll have the NCR escort you out of their territory.
I can't believe I'm doing this. But all right, the hostages can go. The NCR had better keep their end of the deal, though. Here, a souvenir for you. It's Benny's lighter. Shove it up his ass when you catch up with him.
I don't think I want to do that. Sounds gross. Why don't you just shoot your way? I'm not going to say that. I want more answers.
Yeah? On what?
Why do dogs have cold noses? I never got a straight answer. That's a lie, I did, but it's funnier if I say I didn't. What can you tell me about Benny?
He's one of the chairmen, big shots that run the Tops Casino in New Vegas. A friend from the city contacted me with info on a big job. I should have known that the caps were too good to be true, but there was still no way I could pass up the chance.
What do you know about the platinum chip?
It's just a big fancy poker chip as far as I know. Don't know why anyone would make one out of platinum, though.
Frontier was definitely overhated. Good video, by the way. I think it was pretty fair, unlike some reviews out there. I worked on the Frontier myself. It was a good learning experience. No regrets. We talked with TG Spy on the podcast last month. And based on a lot of what he said, it was definitely one of those situations where it's like people were kind of over their, they were outside, not outside of their comfort zone. They were taking on a lot more than they sort of expected or anticipated, and probably mostly TG Spy. But it definitely, from a lot of the stuff that he said, it definitely felt that the scope of the project was definitely a lot bigger than was feasible for probably the entire team to take on. Excuse me. Oh, fuck. I feel like the response initially probably was maybe a little bit much, but I don't feel as if it was completely unwarranted. But at the same time, I also think that a lot of people sort of that's another thing that is just like constantly an issue in the video game space. People hype up stuff so bad that when the game inevitably drops and is not what they're anticipating or not up to their own overinflated expectation, that games are either like greatest of all times or complete trash. It goes from greatest of all times to complete trash, and then that builds that animosity towards the developers, because then it's like, oh, the developers or the modders can't make anything good anymore. And then that spins up the whole like, oh, everything was better back in like 2009. and it's just, I think maybe it all kind of just stems from people just overhyping stuff and then being like butthurt when things aren't as good as they want it to be. I think there was definitely some decisions on the Frontier that weren't the best, or maybe more so specifically weren't executed as well as they probably could. But there were definitely a lot of parts of the mod that were like amazing. Cutscenes, obviously, the driving mechanics, masterful. Zalandra really knocked it out of the park with that one. And then what was it? The world space. The world space was really, really good. Especially as a Portland native, really good. I didn't much care for that big like ice area up in like the northeastern section, but like for the most part, map was really good. I think that there's still a lot of stuff that can be done with the Frontier, to make it really, really good. But yeah, I think definitely a little overhated. Like there was some stuff that was warranted, or at the very least, I'm gonna say fair-ish. But yeah, a lot of people just really just went to 11 on that one. I was in a VC when we had Tyler McVicker playtest the mod. When I saw the ripoff Wolfenstein scene, it was the first time I ever saw it. I called it out, got yelled at. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That the whole I wasn't the biggest fan of the Legion, or well, I liked the Legion quest line, and I kind of liked the Crusaders quest line. I felt the Crusaders quest line was a little all over the place. It was a little weird that the religious faction didn't do more like religious stuff. It was just build big gun. But like it wasn't bad. It was interesting, a lot of the stuff that they were trying to do with it. But like, God, everything after the Wolfpack died in the NCR campaign. That was, jeez. But you know, I've talked with TG Spy, and from what I understand, the NCR quest line is getting completely deprioritized. So you know, fingers crossed that the reaction to the game, or to the mod rather, is more positive this time. Now that we don't have all these, we don't have a quest line that's basically just, here's a reference, here's a reference, here's a reference, here's an exact copy of a scene from another game. Here's a reference, here's a reference. Come on. we can be, this is rough draft stuff. We can do a little better than this. Ah, jeez. But yeah. I think just people expect a lot more than what is actually capable. People are actually capable of putting out there. Maybe not all the times, but like a decent amount of times. Enough to where it starts to become an issue for everybody else. I want to say the Crusaders was very anime influenced, considering the creator of that branch's previous work. Oh no, yeah. 100%. It's not a problem. It just kind of feels a little. It feels out of place. And I feel like it could have been touched up a little bit to not feel as awkward. But in its current form, mostly it doesn't fit. Tonally, it feels out of place. Let me switch back over here. There we go. Why did Benny betray you?
He's a snake, that's why. He owed us the rest of the pay for the job, so maybe he didn't want to pay up.
Never mind, let's talk about something else.
Fine.
Why don't you... I'm not going to say that. Goodbye.
Go on.
All right, hostages. Get it. Hey. All right. Get out of here. Get out of here. Is that everybody? Got somebody behind this door? Better fess up right now. If I lockpick this and there's somebody behind this door. Hey! Well, goddamn. I'm outside. Stop looking at my robot's ass. Eddie, I need to have that talk with you about shame. This is absurd. They're lusting after my robot. How dare they? Edward is a good Christian lad. He goes to Sunday school and Saturday school.
I'm glad you were able to get my people freed, but there's a new problem.
Uh-huh.
I just got orders to take out the Great Khans, hostages or not.
Well, don't do that. That's mean. The Great Khans let the hostages go in exchange for their own freedom.
My hands are tied. I can't go against orders, can I?
Yeah. If you have any integrity, then you'll honor the deal.
You're right. The Great Khans are free to go.
I don't know if you stream quest mods, but I would highly recommend that quest mod that dropped recently, The Unforgiving. Tell me about it. I'm not really like super jazzed to stream New Vegas mods, specifically because I don't know, at this point it's kind of starting to feel a little bit outdated, but like, you know, if it's a good mod, I'll definitely give it a good hard think, consider, you know, stuff like that. I don't know what I should be fucking dumping into. I'm gonna put it 60 in speech. And then... I kind of feel like I want to put into repair. But I also kind of don't. I think survival has some checks to it. I just can't remember which ones. Gun's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, toughness. Yes. Damage threshold. Let's go. They can't kill me if they can't kill me. Know what I mean? I keep forgetting that this is the gun I have equipped. It's so fucking huge. What's that thing? Which one is that? Is that the Legion tent? Yeah, that is the Legion tents. Is it? Is there an antenna there? No, yeah, that's got to be because that's on the other side of the river. Okay. Let's get moseying. Let's get the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
Fancy meeting you here, friend.
Victor, you son of a bitch. I think the mod author... Okay, I have to make sure. Artistic Harmonica is really talented. It's a very good story, multiple endings, good characters, branching paths. Interesting. What's the basic of the plot? How'd you get here?
Just rolling along on my spurs. Looks like I just might make it to New Vegas after all.
I don't think they will. But it would be fucking amazing if they had the same voice actor play Victor in the show. Don't think it's gonna happen. It'd be fucking amazing though. You see what happened in there? Can you believe that shit?
Yep. Guess it's just down to you and Fancy Pants. I wouldn't worry about him. He looks all hat and no cattle, if you ask me.
All hat, no cattle. No cows. No maidens. No cows. It's good to see you again, Victor. Did you see Benny come this way?
Fancy Pants? No, I ain't seen hide and hair of him since the tussle in Good Springs. I'm sure he ran back to the soft living of New Vegas, though.
Soft living. It's good to see you again, Victor.
Yep, but this is getting mighty embarrassing. People gonna start to talk.
Yeah, they're gonna say that we like kissing. That we like kissing each other. That we like being boys that kiss each other. All right. Goodbye.
Look me up when you get to New Vegas. I'll buy the first round.
But you won't. You never do. I get there and I'm like, fucking Victor, buy me a beer, but it's not a speech option, so it's just like, oh, fuck, okay, I guess fine, whatever. What's he doing? Where are you going? Following Victor all the way to New Vegas. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle. As I go riding merrily along, jingle, jangle. Do, 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 jingle, jangle. Up. He's done. He's gonna take in the scenic view. Mostly of the rock. The rest of the lake. Howdy, partner. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. My hunger level has increased. I'm now sick with minor starvation. No! Barrel cactus fruit. Bloatfly meat. Bloatfly slider. Okay, here we go. Okay, we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Why am I over encumbered? That's not fair. Come here, mole rat. Gotta put some stuff in your pack.
Here.
Oh, I think we're too full. Yeah, fuck, I forgot to get stuff out of him and sell it. Oh god, he's coming. No, never mind, he's good. Eddie, come here. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna put this revolver inside you, and this 9mm submachine gun, and this cowboy repeater, and I guess I could use that. Could repair that service rifle. Let's do that. Come on. Service rifle. Throw spare. Okay, we good. Hello, old man Toshi. How you doing? I'm doing good. We're in the desert. Behold, desert. Don't look at that. That's a train. Okay, now we can look at the train. Just wanted to make sure that there was nobody around. Repair sounds like commie propaganda to me. Real. Honestly, there's a lot of hidden gem quest mods out there that really just get forgotten. Even though New Vegas is ancient, I've gotten good views covering them myself. Yeah, fucking, what was it? Bishop. God. Bishop, the number 2 on the Fallout Nuevo Mexico project. I think it's the mod author's name specifically, but he recommended this mod author to me because he really likes their quests. I can't remember what the name of the quests are, but he's recommended them at least twice now at this point, because I'm pretty sure he either mentioned it or recommended it again when I had him and Torn on to talk about Nuevo Mexico shutting down. But like, yeah, I mean, it's weird. I still every once in a while think about, or not think about, well, actually, yes, both think about, but then also find the mod Autumn Leaves for Fallout New Vegas, just, you know, by happenstance, and I'm always like, oh yeah, that was a mod. I do remember. I don't remember playing it, but I remember thinking like, oh, that'd be fun to play. I almost completely walked past here. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get Victoria, but Veronica, what the fuck? I got Victor on the brain still. Him and his digital lips. All right, boys, get on over here. I gotta get the stuff out of your pockets. Give me your stuff. Autumn Leaves was awesome. Yeah, I heard it was based off of like was it based off of House of Leaves? I can't remember. I thought I remember reading something that said as much, but I can't remember if that was actually the case or not. But either way, hell yeah. Okay, so I'm probably gonna end up putting practically all of this back, but I want to take it just so I have it while I'm selling shit here. I got peony nuts. Buy a new one like a real red-blooded American. Hell yeah. What's your favorite dessert? Mine's German chocolate cake. You said dessert. I don't know. I don't really have a... I mean, I guess probably ice cream. Ice cream's fucking dope. I'm not a huge fan of Autumn Leaves myself, but I cannot deny that it is one of the best quality quest mods out there. Enough for Bethesda to make a quest very similar to it in Fallout 4's DLC. Similar to House of... Oh, yeah. Wasn't that the... Oh, no, yeah. Now I remember. That was the one that everybody was comparing, or was saying was a ripoff of Autumn Leaves. It was the murder hotel vault in Far Harbor, wasn't it? I can tell if anything's based off House of Leaves, because reading House of Leaves is like trying to describe how a strawberry sounds by layering flavors. Yeah, I haven't ever tried to read House of Leaves myself, but I've seen a couple. Well, I've seen a couple of, like, you know, oh, like this is basically the plot of House of Leaves and stuff, but then also have seen like pictures from like the actual pages of House of Leaves, and I'm like, whoa, I can't imagine fucking reading House of Leaves for like the first time after it came out. Fucking that shit must have been giving people panic attacks and shit.
188 Slop and Shop.
Slop and Shop.
It's better than nothing.
Far Harbor Robo Brain Vault. Hell yeah. With that robot you can get all up with. Who are you?
Samuel Kerr at your service. Me and my daughter Michelle run this fine establishment. We came here from Prim about a month past. Doesn't look like much, but it's one hell of a location.
Why'd you leave Prim?
Michelle and I ran a little shop in Prim till a prison break north of town spoiled it for everyone. Goddamn convicts just about shut down I-15. When traffic dried up, we took to our heels to find us some customers. I'm not one to sit around waiting to get saved, and Michelle ain't neither.
Michelle here? Where the fuck's Michelle? Why is business so good here?
When 15 shut down, 95 became the route NCR citizens used to get to the Strip, or limp back home, after the Strip's drained them of caps. We get 'em coming and going. Coming, the suckers flush with caps they saved to gamble on the Strip. And going, the same folks, but now they're losers who'll trade you the shirt off their backs so they don't starve before they make it back home. Add in the troopers marching back and forth from McCarran and the Dam, and well, let's just say we don't miss Prim.
Don't worry. I miss Prim. Adam, what'd you think of the season 2 trailer? I thought it was dope. I'm excited. Right, I gotta sell shit. Okay. Now I gotta figure out what I need and what I don't need. Fuck. Wanna hold on to that. I guess I gotta give both of those to Mole Rat. I gotta repair my armor. My armor's broken. What the fuck? Oh, son of a bitch. One last suggestion for a quest mod for you to check out. You mentioned Caravan earlier, so try this one on for size. The Caravan Torments! It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go! By Archon. The Caravan Tournaments. One of the casinos sponsors a Caravan tournament. That sounds cool. That sounds real fun. Really test your Caravan skill. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose everything. I'm gonna go in there and be like, I got this shit down. I know the fucking rules. I'm basically a god in this game. And then I'm gonna go up against fucking round 1 and get my ass fucking shaved off. And you're like, oh, this fucking sucks. Fuck you. Oh no. Items. Is this everything? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, I guess I need to figure out what weapons I do and do not want, but I can at least repair my armor here. Yes. Bleh. It's only half my money to repair everything? You, sir, have got a deal. Goodbye. Cool. I'm hyped. I was worried by some of the leaked screenshots from like a year ago that they were going to do Dust-style New Vegas. So I'm glad it's not that far gone, at least. That's fair. I don't know. I never played Dust myself. I played a little bit of Frost from Fallout 4, and from what I've heard, that's like basically the same thing. Yeah, I don't know what I was going with that. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting, but it's definitely not like, I don't know. It probably wouldn't be like the best decision, like tonally, because it would feel like one of those shows where, like, you know, in the early seasons, the tone is like, oh, like, yeah, you know, fun little adventure, and then like the later tones are like, ever since the 7th War when the robots invaded. It's like, whoa. I was going to shorten Cell Block Psycho to an acronym, then realized that it was a bad idea. I sent Toshi a link for the mod for him to look at. Nice. Hell yeah. Frost is just cold dust. Damn. I got to ponder that now. So wise. Okay, what do I have for my shorthands?
You've done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you. There's an NCR emergency 2-way radio. You call, and we'll come running. You're not alone out here. The NCR has your back. Stay safe and good hunting.
Sir, it is 3 in the morning. I just woke up to take a piss on a bush. What actual time is it? 21? 9 p.m.? It's pretty much the same thing. Okay, right, Ripper. Let's see what we got pistol-wise. Go back to DPS was 58. And DPS on that one's 30. DPS on that one's 94, but that spits bullets. And I'm not too fond on that. So we're going to give our 57 Magnum and our 9mm machine gun to Mole Rat.
Sure thing. Give it here.
So that he can use the ammo for shooting. 357 and 9mm. Actually curious to see which one he's going to use. 9mm. Okay. I never bothered to learn Caravan. However, I did program an alternative way to complete a quest by beating a guy in Caravan. Unlocks a fun Night Stalker companion. Finish the quest, not the mod yet. Okay, I like that. One of the things that I consistently, maybe not consistently, but every once in a while, I'll run into people who have like, and maybe this is just me, but like the weirdest take when it comes to video games, where it's like, oh, the fucking the thing about the games that matters the most isn't the gameplay, which is my stance. I think that more so than anything else, a game should be a fun game before it's a fun or good story, because it's not called a video story. That's a movie. It's called a video game because it's a game. And so, like, every once in a while, I'll run into somebody who has basically the reaction of, like, I had this, like, happen on Twitter one time. It was, like, I said to one person, like, well, I think that, you know, probably more so than anything else, a game should be a fun game before it's, like, a good story. And they were basically like, oh, you're one of those people. And I'm all like, was this a controversial opinion? Is it like controversial to think that the better parts of a game are the ways that you can interact with the game, the mechanics, the functions, the skills, the things that you can do in the game? Is that not the most important component of a game? Is the story the most important component? In some aspects, yes. But for the most part, if you take the story out of almost any game, and the game is not fun to play without the story, that's just a bad game. Like, hot take over here. That's bad game design. Because at that point, you're not designing a game. You're designing mechanical and digital support beams that help to hold up your story. Now, that's not to say that something like Spider-Man or The Last of Us or anything like that that are more story-focused are lesser because of the fact that they choose to focus more on the story. But the difference is that those are fun outside of the story content, like Spider-Man, for example. You can fucking flip and spin and swing and fly all over New York and stuff. That's fucking awesome. If it was just that, I feel as if 90% of people would say that that is a fun game and is a good game, specifically because of the things that you can do in the game that are not story related. But the story is always meant to prop up the mechanics, or at least the game world itself. Games need gameplay. Makes sense to me. There's a difference between a game and an interactive medium. Yeah, like, you know, the visual novels and stuff are, like, fine. If you take the story out of a Telltale game, well, yeah. Yeah, and, like, those are like, the exceptions that prove the rule, right? Because, like, if you think of it as, like, a sliding scale, maximum story with minimum gameplay would be a visual novel. And those can be fucking amazing at times. Like Doki Doki Literature Club was absolutely bananas. A lot of the Telltale games, just fucking amazing experiences. But that's because they're 100% dependent on the quality of the story, whereas practically every other game is more so focused on, or at least should be focused on, making a fun game with the story supporting the game's environment and world and stuff. Ugh. Doki doki, let's go. That's why I consider stuff like Telltale's The Walking Dead an interactive movie more than a game. Don't get me wrong, I love The Walking Dead. No, yeah, like, again, they're good games, but that's because they really, like, nailed the story. If you make a game where, like, the world is okay to run around in, and the story is, like, fine, you made a bad game. Or at the very least, a mid game. Like, I enjoyed playing Dragon Age Origins, but, like, or not Origins. I enjoyed playing Dragon Age The Veilguard. Story was fine, and there was some stuff that it did, like, mechanically that are like, oh, well, that's kind of fun. But, like, overall, it just wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't great. It was very middle of the road. Oh no, did I give him the... Yes, I did. I gave him the... You have both.
Finding comic books?
Yep, you got both of those. Okay, cool. So that's pistols. Okay, so that's that. This is this the rifle or the repeater? Woo. Okay. That's the shotgun. Okay, so that's the service rifle. Cowboy repeater, damage 24. I think shotgun, and then I don't have shotgun ammo. Oh yeah, that's right. I used it all up. Okay. And then the rifle. Okay, so service rifle damage 14. Damage 20. Oh, that requires the 37 mag. Okay. Alright. Give me those 37s back.
Finding comic books?
No, but if I do, I'll let you know. Because I know how much you love comic books, and I love you because you're my friend. Fuck! I love you! I want to know more about your backstory! You seem like a cool dude.
Feeling thirsty?
No, I need to fucking sell you some shit. Fucking asshole. Okay. Take that revolver. Accept. Good. Get out of my fucking face, Samuel. You son of a bitch. Alright. Can you imagine a game like Telltale's The Walking Dead with the gameplay of an RPG or Fallout? That'd be my dream game, and what I hope to one day make. Yeah, something like fucking, like, Fallout, but it's all ghouls. That's kind of what I was kind of expecting Fallout 76 to be. Like, you know, like the Scorched and stuff like that were fine because they needed enemies to actually, like, you know, be able to shoot back and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, sure, yeah, that's fine. But I was just kind of disappointed that we didn't get into, like, this completely abandoned area very shortly after the war. And there wasn't, like, you know, it wasn't just, like, flooded with ghouls and stuff. I feel like that would have been more canonically accurate, but not as fun, because then you wouldn't be able to engage in gunplay and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe the super mutants would have kind of offset that, though. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. I kind of like the Scorch stuff that they put in there, so it's, you know, 6 of one, half dozen the other. I attempted to do that with one of my recent quest mods. Some people loved it, some people loathed it. Yeah, something that's more so, like, creative like that is always going to be one of those situations to where it's like, oh, this is good because of this reason, but it's not going to be good because some people just don't like that reason and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, you know, I feel like too many people try to hit for like 100% when it's like, you know, 60 to 7% is going to do just fine. MF cells. Motherfucking cells. Okay, let's load this up. Probably give him my energy
wait a sec.
because I'm gonna do more damage with my guns than I am with my energy guns. So
Here's
I'll
what I
give
got.
these to Mole Rat. Except for the incinerator. I love my incinerators. MF cells. Okay. Microfusion cells. Oops, all ghouls. Oopsies, we put too many ghouls in Fallout game.
Finding comic books?
I feel like that'd be a fun game. Or like a, a fun DLC. Like, oh, fuck was it? Oh, yeah, I forgot about it. Gotta have that. Service rifle. Yes. Service rifle. What does the service rifle need? 5156. There we go. Yeah, we have a couple of things in here that we don't really need, but I think for the most part we're good. I feel like that'd be a fun DLC. Like,
Feeling thirsty?
what was it? The American Nightmare DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2, where it's like, this is just zombie mode now. It's like, oh, fuck yeah. It seems to be doing somewhat well. Mike Burnfire is playing it now, and the comments there seem to be pretty in favor of it so far. I really like to focus on branching paths and very interactive characters with adaptive character arcs. Yeah. When it comes to Fallout, one of the things that I like, perhaps more than most things, is integrating, like, like skills and perks and stuff into being like speech options and stuff like that. It's very what is it? Which one was it? I can't remember what RPG I played. I mean, it's kind of like Starfield because I say it's like Starfield because Starfield's the only game that's coming to me right now where having specific like perks will unlock different speech checks or like speech options. I mean, I guess New Vegas does that too, but it's mostly dependent on whether or not you have like, confirmed bachelor or the lesbian one that I can never remember how to pronounce correctly. Léche femme or something like that. But I like it because it's another reason to choose a perk outside of the direct benefits of what it does statistically, right? Like the toughness perk. Statistically, it adds +3 to your damage threshold. But then it's like, it also unlocks this specific skill check because you're tough, you're big and strong, you got a lot of muscles. La femme fatale, that was it. It's probably not, but and then it's like if you have specific, like I like when perks have their statistical importance, but then I also like them when they have their narrative importance. So they have statistical importance when they do something for the numbers that are attached to your character, but then they also have narrative importance because it's like, fuck, I can't think of any Fallout New Vegas perks off the top of my head. But like, I've picked this perk because it gives me better numbers in this specific regard. And I didn't pick this other perk because it doesn't give me the specific numbers I wanted. But for the character I'm building, it unlocks a specific dialogue option that is a lot more fitting than, say, the dialogue option this other perk gives me. And I like that just because then it allows for not only a statistical, a numerical crafting of your character, but also a narrative crafting of your character. Because there's always, you can do the multiple different ways to answer a question or to respond to a statement, sarcastic, mean, funny, sad, shit like that. But it adds that additional role-playing element when the perks that you choose to pick up, the ways that you decide to get stronger, also change verbal options that you have, the narrative direction, or like not narrative direction, but the narrative response that you can have to certain characters or actions. I really like that. I'm a big fan of that, because then it feels like the story is actually changing, not drastically, but changing a little bit depending on how you build your character, rather than how you react to the world around you, separate from how you're building your character. I'm a big fan of that. Who was sending me a voiced message? Nobody. You guys get those too? Do you guys get those phone calls that last, they like somebody calls you and then they leave a voice message, but it's like 5 seconds of just like nothing, and it's like, cool, thanks for leaving a voice message. Really helps out. I kind of want to hold on to these frag things, just because I feel like I could probably use them. Yeah, I think we're good with those, and then those. Okay, cool. So, goodbye. Get over here, piece of shit.
Sure thing.
Nope,
Sure
don't
thing.
do that. Oh no, yeah, use range.
Sure thing.
Okay, using range. Yeah.
Easy, pal. I'm a mole rat, not a pack Brahmin.
Well, you're my friend, and I love you, so fuck you. I don't know where that went. Let's put these guys in you. We're good on these. We're good on those. I kind of want to give him the fuck it. I don't care about the throw. The throwing spears were something specifically that you get from like one of the equipment DLCs. I usually like to hold on to that stuff and then put it in like, my special treasure box. I don't fucking care. They're throwing spears. No, you're not wearing
Finding
that shit.
comic books?
Get that shit off your fucking head right now. Morat, you're killing me here, man. Fucking
wait a
killing
sec.
me.
Okay, now you can look.
Just wear your fucking cowboy hat. For the love of Pete. You don't need all this fucking stupid bullshit. There you go. That's my boy. I gotta find something to fucking put these things in. All the times with those voice messages, scammers, no doubt. Yeah, most likely. I saw a fucking, let me switch over here real quick. There. I saw a statistic, like a news video on TikTok, that said, I think fucking like old people are now like 4 times more susceptible, or like there's 4 times as many scam callers going to old people, or like they're reporting like a 4 times increase in spam calls and shit like that, and it's like, yeah, not surprised. I love to include different options based on perks. I've included ones where the character will treat you different due to your gender, age, race, size. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I guess that's one of those things where it's like RPG wise, like, man, how much can we like actually stuff in there? And I feel like usually when it comes to like balancing out like, narrative and like, gameplay, just like the work that you do, for like smaller stuff, like that's fine, but for like bigger, like, AAA projects and stuff like that, I feel like usually when it's like, responses specifically based on like, the class you pick or the race you pick, like, like in Elder Scrolls, like Argonian, Khajiit, Breton, stuff like that. I feel like that's a good middle ground. That's a happy middle ground. And then anything from there is mostly like, oh fuck yeah, this is even better now.
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
Good Springs.
Wow, you have come a long way then. I've never been there, but I've met some traders who pass that way. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
Sick.
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family, whatever they need.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And
Yeah.
actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level?
No, I don't appreciate you talking to me.
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
I came from your mom's house, Victoria. I was thinking like I don't know where I came from, but I know where I'm going. Your bedroom. And then I'm like, oh wait, no, I can't say that. She's a lesbian, and that's kind of disrespectful. My bad. I just came from your mom's house. I had a scammer call my grandma pretending to be me. They told her I was in a car accident and needed money for ER care. Yeah, that's that's one that's sort of like really like up and coming. Scammers will like fucking they'll do that, the whole like distressed relative stuff. And especially with like AI these days, like they get like fucking like 30 seconds of voice audio from you, and they can fucking spin up this whole thing to make a thing that sounds like exactly like you. And if you're your parents or your grandparents can't hear as well, or are like me and have like problems with word processing. Like sometimes I'll like hear a word and my brain won't process it. I'm like, what are you saying? What? Auditory processing, that's it. If they have an issue with like auditory processing or can't hear well or just can't tell the difference between you and like AI voice, which admittedly is getting scarily good, it just makes that kind of shit so much worse. I should I gotta have the talk with my grandma and my mom and my dad, especially since AI is starting to get a lot more ubiquitous in these scams. I gotta tell them like, hey, if you ever get a call from me and it says I'm in the ER and need money, tell me to get a fucking job, or tell me to fucking, go give bone marrow and then just hang up on me. Because it's like, if I'm calling one of my parents, something's already wrong, because I don't like calling people at all. But if I'm calling one of my parents or like my grandma or something, and I'm in the hospital, I'm just saying like, hey, I'm in the hospital. It's at this hospital. I'm not dead. Yeah, I'll see you when I see you. It's like I don't ask for money. I mean, except from my viewers and my subscribbles and stuff. But it's like, yeah, I don't ask for money over the phone. I either text that shit or ask in person. Text is even getting. I'm kind of surprised. Well, I mean, I guess there is still like text scams and stuff, but like I'm kind of surprised that voice stuff is probably just more of a like sure thing. But they're usually harmless unless you use advanced technology around them, and then they're all like, "Oh my God, he's like a wizard, Harry," and we're just like, "Holy fuck."
Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
Your mom's house. Oh! Brought it back! I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. I'm heading to the Strip.
Ooh, very exciting. Gonna strike it rich, huh?
Nah, I'm gonna strike it poor.
I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together. Help each other out.
Hell yeah. You don't look like much. What do you bring to the table? What are you hoping to go? Where are you hoping to go?
Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world. Looking for a fresh perspective.
It's
I
not
want to
great.
see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from.
Quote unquote survive. Don't you have a family to feed?
Like I said, they can handle themselves. And I'm not the only one getting supplies for them. It's a big family.
Nice. I gotta go move around. I've been sitting for too long. Take care. Yeah, you too. Have a good one. You don't look like much. What did you bring to the table?
Good. That's the look I was going for. Trust me on this one, though. You'll be glad you brought me along. If I turn out to be a burden, we can part ways at any time. No hard feelings.
She can punch. She punch. All right, let's go.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them.
Sad.
I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You
Sweet.
still okay bringing me along?
Ew, what? No! You misled me on purpose. Actually, I'm more comfortable now that I know you've got some training.
I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift. Well,
Hell yeah.
thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's get
Yeah.
started, huh?
Yeah! The GOAT! We got the GOAT on our team! Veronica! Let's go! Alright. Yeah, because I can still use those. No. Where's Jessup? Who's that? Who are you? Ezekiel.
When people have got nothing left, they can always turn to the followers.
Sick. Alright, let's go talk to the weatherman. What's up, weatherman? Where are you? Where's... Oh, there he is. The forecaster, that was it. What's up, kid?
Hi, mister. I hope you're doing fine today.
Not. Where are your parents, kid? Are you all alone out here?
I don't have a mama or papa anymore. I see them sometimes when I take off my medicine, but they can't stay. I'm pretty used to being on my own. Oh, I don't sell things, mister. I sell thoughts.
You sell thoughts?
I can take off my medicine and do some thinking. People say it's real interesting. I don't know, because I never hear it. Some people say that it's a gift. Other people say it's the kind of thinking anyone could do if they watched more than they talked. I don't know which is true. I see a lot. I think a lot. There's a lot to hear through the 188, too. That maybe accounts for the thinking.
What's your medicine, and how do you take it off?
This thing on my head is headache medicine. It works real good, except I can't think when it's on. Really think, I mean.
You don't sell that junk behind you?
That's not junk. That's other people's thoughts. People had to think to make them, and the thoughts got stuck inside. I need other people's thoughts to fill my head when I'm not thinking myself. Otherwise, it's kind of empty.
We need more characters like the forecaster that just kind of say shit where it's like, I get what you're talking about. Your words are dumb, though, you know? I'll pay 100 caps to hear your thoughts.
Great. What do you want me to think about? I can think about you, here, or everywhere. What do you want?
Me.
Okay. Let me take off my medicine. Your face does the thinking. 2 to the skull, yet 1 gets up. Odds are against you, but they're just numbers after the 2 to 1. You're playing the hand you've been dealt, but you don't let it rest. You shuffle and stack. And a gamble. A gamble that may pay off, but how? Forecast? Rapidly changing conditions. A lot of thinking.
Sick.
Most of it in your face. It's almost shouting at me. Sorry if I said anything weird.
That's okay, don't worry about it. How do you know these things?
Oh, I don't know anything, mister. I just think it. And then I don't.
Hell yeah. Alright, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, weatherman. Love that guy. All right, where's Dr. Usanagi? Did I pass her shop? Oh, no, she's, yeah, she's like fucking over there somewhere. I underestimate exactly how far she is. Because I remember going from like fucking Novak and then fucking like up here somewhere to her place all the time. And then and then I fucking get upgrades and shit. And then like, you know, bounce back and forth, draining Nobark of all we want more than that. Come on. There we go. Draining Nobark of all of his cash and then using it to buy upgrades, people. Upgrades! Like it's fucking Cyberpunk or some shit. Oh god, excuse me. I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna vomit live on stream. Hold up. Oh fuck, that was a bad hiccup. But yeah, that was the thing I did for like, well, like when I was originally playing it, that's what I would do. I just fucking get money and then fucking get swole to boost my special. But I don't know if we're probably not gonna do that on stream. But it's something I have the capacity to do because I'm insane. And this game drove me fucking insane. Min-maxing it and shit. Trying to get all the skills up to 100. I still remember the first time I ever managed to get every single skill to 100. And I remember exactly where I was, too. I was in Zion, and it was awesome. I leveled up for, I think, the last time, or maybe the second to last time. I can't remember if I was 48 or 49, but I leveled up, and then I just like put a couple more stats into.
I'm so hungry I could eat a whole Brahmin.
Don't worry about it. We'll find a Brahmin. There's a Brahmin right there. Get him. We're gonna eat him. Oh, hello.
Hey,
Fritz.
Welcome to the Grub and Gulp.
Grub and Gulp.
Just a little rest stop that me and my good friend Lupe set up. Last stop on your way into New Vegas, first stop on your way out. That's what I say. Sure, fire away. I think there are a few places, but I've heard that the gun runners sell the best.
Where can I find a doctor around here?
Dr. Usanagi runs a medical clinic up the road.
Yes! You damn straight she does.
All right, then.
Sorry. Goodbye.
See you later.
it's fresh.
Goodbye. Okay. Goodbye, Fitz. Can't remember what the fuck I was talking about. Take it for a spin at the Lucky 8 Casino. The Chops. What's that say? Frolic, thrill, relax, enjoy. And then the Gamora. Holster your weapon. They want you to put your wiener inside a butt. That's gay. The road? Up that road? Fitz, you fucking lying sumbitch. I'm gonna get him. Where's my fucking shotgun? Oh, I need more ammo for my shotgun. But I got just enough to murder Fitz. Fitz, you get over here. You motherfucker. You sold me a false bill of... hold on. That AP's low. I'm a-coming. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Fuck you! No. I'm just joking around. You don't gotta be such a fucking asshole. Damn. You killed this whole Brahmin. Mole rat, good news. We got that whole Brahmin you were talking about. Veronica, fucking calm down. I know she's hot, but like...
You need water?
Chill,
I got
girl.
Water. Clean and fresh. Straight from Lake Mead. If
Probably
you're low
not
on
fresh
caps, I've
or
also
clean.
got slightly irradiated wasteland water. A little fallout never killed anybody.
That's a lie. Are there many water merchants around here?
There's a few independent ones like me, but it's mostly the big trading outfits that deal in water, like the Crimson Caravan Company.
Where do you get your water?
The NCR fixed up the pipe network pretty good, and water merchants like me are allowed to have some of it to sell. If we have a water license, of course. Still, it beats the inconvenience of having to trek all the way to the lake to resupply.
It's fair. I got some general questions for you.
Shoot.
Anything I should know about New Vegas?
They won't just let anybody into the Strip, but you should be able to have a good time in Freeside itself. Just, keep a close eye on your caps.
I'll keep a close eye on how many bullets I got in my pocket.
There are a bunch of crazies hopped up on all kind of drugs. Apparently, they're using one of the old vaults as a hideout. The army should really get in there and wipe them all out, but I guess they've got more than enough trouble to deal with right now.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. What do you know about the NCR?
Their main base is right over there by the old airport. It's called Camp McCarran now. Some people like to paint them all as a bunch of bullies. Me? I'm glad they're around. They do what they can to keep things safe and orderly.
Safe and orderly. That's all I want to know, though.
All right.
Okay, I guess that was actually all I wanted to know.
Until next time.
All right. Whoa. Stop moving there. Karen. That's Repcon. That's Vault 34. Gun Runners. Crimson Caravan. There's the medical clinic. Okay, yeah, that's a lot farther. It's a lot farther north than I remember it being. I guess we are going this way then. But the road ends here. Fitz, you fucking lied to me. Oh, there's the rest of the road. Never, I mean, it's not. It's a different road, but, you know, fucking whatever, I guess. Traveling merchant, good day to you. Good day. Look at this highway. It's way up there. Whoa. Almost ran right off the road there. Oh my god. What do we got in the horizon? We got some good old boys. I don't know, I can't tell yet. Hey! What the fuck do you guys want? The NCR? Yeah, it is the NCR. What's up, dudes? You're never gonna believe it. We found this kid under the overpass and he told me my future and shit. Awesome. Alright, bye. Man, they were fucking boring. Oh god, it's a cow. Sup, girls? Mwah! Alright, so then it's gonna be that direction. You just that way. Straight on over. And then bada bing, bada boom, we are in the dome. Run this way. It takes forever to get nowhere. She's further, yeah, she's further north. Whoa, there we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. I still have absolutely no idea why it does that. I'm in game. And yet for some reason it scrolls my chat. For no reason. Use the scroll wheel and it scrolls, it works in game. But then for some reason it also scrolls up on my chat. That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. That makes negative sense, in fact. If you worked at a job, you would be paying them to work at that job. That's how little sense that makes. And then there it is again. It's just moving the chat. God damn it. Stop it. And now it's not. Yeah, now you decide not to work. God. OBS, why do you suck? Actually, at this point, it's not even OBS. It's Restream, the Restream plugin. Restream, why do you suck? Stop sucking. Get better hands. Here we are. At the New Vegas Medical Clinic, the greatest place known to humankind. Hello, give me that one that makes it so that I got lizard skin and I heal in the sunlight.
Welcome
That
to
one
the
was
New Vegas
epic.
Medical Clinic. I'm a fully qualified physician and can fix whatever is wrong with you for a reasonable fee. If you've got the caps, I've also got several implants available to enhance your physical attributes.
Check. What kind of implants do you have available?
I have several basic implants available that can enhance your physical abilities, make you faster, smarter, stronger, that sort of thing. I've also got two much more expensive implants. One's a subdermal implant that will make you more resistant to damage. The other implant induces a mild regenerative effect. Your wounds will practically heal before your eyes.
Like I'm a fucking mutant.
One other thing I forgot to mention. Your body may be able to handle only a limited number of implants. The healthier you are, the more implants I'll be able to give you. Now, what surgery are you considering?
Oh yeah, I think I needed a better, I think I needed a higher endurance in order to get more. Can't remember what my endurance is. I could probably boost it with the perk. What's the regenerative one? That's probably the most expensive.
That's the Phoenix Monocyte Breeder. The implant speeds up cell regeneration, an effect similar to that of some lizards and sea creatures.
Based.
The implant is very expensive, however. 12,000 caps.
I don't got that.
That's all right. Which surgery option are you considering?
I think they're 5,000 each, if I remember correctly.
The nociception regulator modifies your cardiovascular system, and you won't tire as quickly. The price is 4,000 caps, same as most other implants. Very well. Which surgery option are you considering? If I implant the probability calculator in your frontal lobe, you'll be able to calculate odds a little better. It's not quite the same as making you luckier, but you'll be able to nudge things your way more often. I can do the implant for 4,000 caps. Very well. Which surgery option are you considering?
I think it's either going to be intelligence or charisma.
For 4,000 caps, I can install a logic coprocessor.
Is that like a Logic brand mouse? Keyboard?
Very well. Which
Charisma.
The empathy synthesizer will allow you to more easily pick up on subtle emotions and body language. The price is 4,000 caps.
I hope we get to see more body modification stuff in Fallout Prime Season 2. Because we saw a little bit of it in the first one. But I think it'd be really cool if we saw more in Season 2. Especially since Usanagi was here just fucking putting metal in people. Which one is this? The charisma one? I think it is. Let me see what my stats are.
Hello.
Oh. I'm in the wrong one. Special. It is intelligence. Okay. Yeah, let's do endurance.
You're back.
Endurance.
The nociception regulator modifies your cardiovascular system, and you
Nociception
won't tire as
regulator.
quickly. The price is 4,000 caps, same as most other implants.
All right, here you go.
Have a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours.
You blacked out for 16 hours. You woke up ready and willing to kill. Bam! All right. So we've seen her now. The best girl. After Julie Farkas, of course. But now let's zip on over here. Do I have enough caps to get into the... Ah, I don't. Shit. We'll just have to do some questing, do some trading, do some murdering, do some stealing, perhaps. The fuck's going on over here? Hey! Hey! What are you fucking no-goodniks up to?
Personal space. If you're heading to the strip, just go through the gate. Side is watch yourself around here.
Must kill Mr. Gorbachev. Exactly. Fucking, I sit up from the chair and I'm just all, kill John Lennon.
Later.
Kill John Lennon. Fucking, I remember seeing a TikTok meme. It was shortly after, I can't fucking remember what it was, but they were like switching something to like 5G, I think. And there was this whole fucking like, oh, the 5G towers are gonna give you fucking ballsack cancer and fucking make you want to fucking kill government officials and shit like that, or some fucking dumb shit. And then the change happened to where they switched the towers over to 5G, and within like a couple hours, I think, somebody posted a video on TikTok that was that scene from South Park where Butters reads Catcher in the Rye, and he's all like, kill John Lennon, kill John Lennon. But the text said, like, after they turn on the 5G towers or something like that. It was really fucking funny. I just fucking headbutted the mic. I'm sorry. It's funny how there's always this, like, oh, it's gonna, you know, drive people manic or some shit. Scare whenever there's new technology. I remember seeing a, an old-timey anti-electric, outdoor light post, or outdoor light, outdoor light propaganda poster, to where it was like, there's an outdoor light, like electric light, and the electrical, you know, discharge off of it was in like the shape of a spider or something, and like, it's gonna fucking kill you. The electric lights are gonna send fucking photons into your bloodstream, and then it's gonna give you fucking nutsack cancer and shit like that. And it's always so funny seeing people's kind of like unhinged reaction to new technology. I apologize to Mike for headbutting him. No, I'm gonna go right down there to fucking Mike and Ike's, or whatever, Mick and Ralph's, that's what it was. All right, well, now the joke just falls apart because it's not Mike, it's Mick. God damn it. My joke isn't hilarious now. It's the gambler, Boris.
This gentleman and I were just settling on a price. I'm afraid you'll have to hire one of the others this time around.
What the fuck is he talking about?
This man's prices are steep, but I hear he's worth it.
He's not. Don't buy whatever he's selling. He's a fucking freak.
Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling.
Sick. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Had to top off my drink. What happens if you just straight up kill Oris before helping the kings? Well, let's find out.
You'll be back.
Let's find out. Right booking now. Take this! Did I miss both times?
Reminds me of Reno. That means chiselers around every corner. Keep your wits about you.
Chiselers? Bro, you can't fucking say that shit in public. You're gonna get us fucking shot. Yes, you did. You're a terrible shot. Well, he's dead. And I'm alive. So... yeah. Let's take these. Let's take this and this. Hell yeah. Is that guy a bad guy? Is he mean? Is he bad? I don't know. I just killed him because it was funny. We're at the old Mormon fort, where the Mormons used to do medicine or whatever. The fuck? Oh, I see. Vagrants! This gun ain't got no bullets. This one does. We're taking that. And we're taking that. Oh, you ain't got no head. Hold on. Twinsies. Hell yeah. Chiselers are delicious. I like the ones where you can pull them apart and eat the strings. What the fuck are you talking about? You guys are just making shit up at this point. Boing, 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 boing.
Hello?
All right, now I have to figure out how to get 1,000 caps so I can get into the strip. I guess I'll go visit the old Mormon fort.
Hey.
Why do the old Mormons get their own fort? What about the new Mormons, recent converts and children and the like? Well, you see, the reason it's called the old Mormon fort is because there are no new Mormons, because everybody realized that it's a fucking scam. It's a religious scam. Okay. South Park really did a fucking number on him. Okay. Where's my girlfriend? Julie. Julie!
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
I love you. What is this place?
The Old Mormon Fort serves as the regional hub for the followers of the Apocalypse. I am the administrator for this region.
But Toshi, I want my own planet. That's not Mormonism. That's that weird cult that you made up with your silly D&D friends. What do you do here? Did God scam me out of my own planet? What? I thought you called Morat your girlfriend. No. No. It's Julie. It's always been Julie.
The followers of the Apocalypse aren't just interested in research. We care for our fellow man and do everything we can to help humanity.
Based.
Here in Freeside, we provide food and medical services for those in need. We also have organized reconstruction efforts.
Based
With
in
the help
Hope
of
Hill.
Bill Ronte, we were able to install a water pump just west of here, but the Kings quickly took control of the pump.
Mormons get a planet when they die. Not if I have anything to say about it. Who are the followers of the Apocalypse?
We arose from the boneyards of Edidum years ago. Since then, we have made it our mission to rebuild the wasteland and re-educate its inhabitants. We hope to forge a brave new world free of war and poverty by sharing knowledge and resources. Our primary goal is the free exchange of ideas.
Let's go.
What do you want to talk about?
Things are pretty rough here in Freeside.
More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, Tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
Yeah, sounds like a bummer. You said something about helping addicts?
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Tell me about Bill Ronte.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
Tell me about Jacob.
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist. In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
The Atomic Wrangler. I'll see what I can do.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
I'd like to talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
If I wanted to calm things down in Freeside, where would I start?
The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
Need medical supplies?
Rates of injury
I can steal shit.
in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
Sick. Got yourself a deal.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
Seems like you need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
Which merchant would be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
Goddamn Garretts.
What do you want to talk about?
Those fucking sumbitches. I do have some medical supplies.
Great. What do you have?
Right away.
How much do you have to donate?
All of it! Oh, just one.
Thanks. Anything else? Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
Sick. So about Freeside.
What did you want to know?
What's all the fuss about the water pump?
Bill Ronte installed that pump a few years ago, back when he was sober. It was a major improvement for the community. But lately, the Kings have started charging locals to use it, and NCR squatters twice as much. That'll come to no good.
Who are the Kings?
They've been Freeside's gang for the past 5 years or so, ever since Mr. House and his 3 families pushed everyone else out of Vegas. They've done a lot of good for the community, but that seems to be changing. The flood of NCR squatters has been an affront to them. I guess that explains the situation with the water pump. Usually, the king wouldn't let his crew bully folks around like that.
What do you know about Mick and Ralph?
I know they sell a lot of guns, as if that's what Freeside needs. I hear Mick handles the guns. No idea what Ralph does.
Mick's the businessman, Ralph's the pretty face. What did you tell me about the Van Graffs?
Oh, them. They sell energy weapons, which are very popular with better-heeled prospectors looking to explore the wastes. Stay clear of them. Brother and sister are both psychopaths, though at least Gloria is rational. Jean-Baptiste likes killing.
Jean-Baptiste. What's the Atomic Wrangler?
A den of iniquity. The Garretts do more than their share to keep the locals drunk or high enough to stay lazy. Their thugs, on the other hand, they keep wired on chems to stay dangerous. What is it with Freeside and brother-sister psychopath teams?
It's called family.
What did you want to know?
It was kind of the whole point of the fucking Fast and Furious movies. Don, whatever the fuck, I forget the character's name. Wha-bam! Arcade! Where's Arcade? Show him to me. Arcade!
Can't help but be impressed with what they're doing here.
I know, that's cool. Where's Arcade? Arcade!
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher. Not even a particularly good one.
Doesn't matter. You're my best friend now.
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries. Stim packs out of barrel cacti and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
What's the goal?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
You don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
That's not a word. Isn't that the language that Caesar's legion speaks?
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
Where'd you learn that?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar.
How much does... Do you know much about Caesar?
I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way.
What a jerk. Nihi what?
Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago.
Let's talk about something else.
Certainly.
Will you be my best friend? Why do researchers intend on medicine?
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
Because he was talking about cactus fruit.
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
'Cause I'm awesome. It'd be sitting around all day, doesn't it? I need a good-looking doctor to help take care of me in the big, bad wasteland. I'm going after a man named Benny for revenge. I need someone to keep me patched up.
Pulling bullets out of a vengeance-crazed drifter is truly a noble step up from tending to the downtrodden of Freeside. But I think I'll pass.
You son of a bitch! Do I have to fucking hit the Riz on you? I don't want to. I'm not into boys. But I'll fucking do it. You reconsidered?
The last time we discussed this, you didn't exactly wow me with your pitch. What have you got for me this time?
I need more speech. Bachelor.
Overt flirtation will get you everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
On a slightly more serious note, if you're interested in helping out with the troubles plaguing Freeside, I can come with you. Just don't do anything obnoxious, like trying to help Caesar's Legion, and we should be fine. Understood?
Yeah, don't worry. I exploded them
There's something
immediately.
about that robot that doesn't seem all right to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right?
Why are you being so mean to Eddie? What the frick? What's your problem with Eddie?
It just seems a little twitchy. Some of these
Now
robots
kiss.
look the way, don't screw in a vacuum tube right. The next thing you know, you're a pile of ash on the floor and someone's stepping out of a vertibird to sweep your remains into a Nuka-Cola bottle.
Why would they be stepping out of a vertibird? Sounds a little paranoid, Arcane.
Does it?
Arcade.
Does it?
Oh my fucking god. Does it sound paranoid? Alright. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Come on, everybody. We got murdering to do. Blam! Oh, blam. There we go. We got murdering to do and caps to make. Everybody know how to kill a man? Resounding yes, if I've ever heard one. Bill Ronte.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
If it can be bought, it can be found.
It can be found at Mick and Ralph's. Home of the cocaine badger. What's that? You don't need to worry about it. What? You watched The Amazing Digital Circus? I have. I have seen all of the episodes. The last one was a bummer. That shit made me sad. Where's the man? Dixon.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
I'm gonna fucking smack you in the mouth. Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't think I did talk to him yet. Is this Megan Ralph's? Megan Ralph's. I'm gonna actually vomit. What up?
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies.
Okay. I'd like to know more about Freeside.
What do you want to know?
Where's the cocaine?
If you haven't heard of the King, you must have been living under a rock or something. The King has his boys all over Freeside. He controls the water pump and is essentially the go-to guy for what goes around here.
Sick. Who are the Van Graffs?
They're the local energy weapon dealers in Freeside. When it comes to lasers and plasma, they're the only game in town, and they keep it that way. Gloria's men are the best armed in Freeside and ruthless to boot. But her brother, Jean-Baptiste Cutting, puts them all to shame.
Scene with Arcade. Is it? Made me think of Kinger. Yeah. Kinger's funny. I like him. Is it? Really? What's up with the Atomic Wrangler?
Their joint is the only place in Freeside to get it all under one roof. They've got gambling, booze, chems, and whores.
Whoa.
They're good folks, just don't cross them. They're known for tidying up loose ends with a bullet to the brain box.
The fuck is a brain box?
Anything else I can help you with?
Do you offer any other services? Like kissing?
I only offer services if the King gives the okay. Impress him and we can talk.
A resourceful fellow such as yourself must see something on the other side.
Alright. Yeah, I've got a little side business going. What I'm about to share with you does not leave this room, eh?
This room?
Over the years, I've gradually perfected my craft to the point of perfection. No one can distinguish between my work and the real thing. What I'm referring to is passports. You've got the caps. I can whip up a strip passport which will fool even the most well-trained eye.
A brain block? Wow. A brain box is a blockhead. I don't know about... Now kiss. Now I see why you want to keep this low-key.
Hey, if you're interested and have the caps, they go for 500. Any less and it ain't worth the risk of getting caught. What do you say? You game?
Yeah, I got money for that. No way your material is... no way your material and expenses require that. About half.
I like your style, kid. But the best I can do is meet you halfway. 375 caps, and we can call it a deal.
Sick.
There you go.
Dope. Now I can get inside and not cry in front of the robot with the gun. The followers are looking for a supply dealer. Looking to set up a supply deal. There we go.
We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be the Atomic Wrangler.
Oh,
got a bunch of stills and a seemingly endless supply of grain alcohol, which could be used as anesthetic or disinfectant.
Based.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, no problem, my guy. Where's the other one? Ralph. Why you standing in the corner Blair Witching it?
Mick and Ralph's. If you need guns, I'm your man.
I'm your
man.
For
general supply.
Yeah. Let me turn on the light.
Thanks for stopping in.
Kind of dark. Right.
Welcome back.
How's business?
Things were better when the Omertas were buying, but we get by. Good selection from traders, and the Van Graffs keep things running.
What's the deal with the Omertas?
That's the thing. I have no idea. They just stopped buying guns all of a sudden. If you hear anything, let me know.
Excuse me. Will do.
Anything else I can help you with?
I need kittens. Do you have any special items for sale?
Why? Do you work for one of the casinos?
No.
In that case, yes, I do.
Sick.
Follow me.
But it wasn't a lie. Why would I need a speech check?
Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society.
You have never once said that to me. Ever. Okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Followers are looking to work out a supply deal.
Are they looking to buy guns?
No.
Then talk to my partner, Ralph.
Shit. All right, bye.
Come back and see us soon.
All right, let's get out of here. We're going to the Atomic Wrangler. I wonder if the same people who run the Atomic Wrangler now are going to be the ones that run the Atomic Wrangler in Fallout Prime Season 2. Fuck. The fuck was that? Why did the whole fucking world just all of a sudden close? Did you guys hear that? That was fucking scary. Holy shit. Get the fuck out of here. There's that big rat. Those children want to eat that rat. Well, I guess it's just one. It's a child. I'm gonna hit it.
I'm looking for the bullet,
Eventually.
the bullet of the town. I'm looking for the bullet, but the bullet can't be found. I'm looking for the bullet of the town.
Hear what? Oh no.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Shut up, child.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for
Nobody wants to hear the things that you have to talk about. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. Where am I going? I'm going to the Atomic Wrangler. What am I doing?
Hungry? Thirsty?
Shut up! 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 Shut the fuck up! Okay.
Hungry?
Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Stop saying things! Don't ever say anything ever again! Oh, almost fucking walked right past it. Alright, what's up, gamers?
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
Crack cocaine. The followers are trying to set up a trade with you for...
Really now? This is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
I might be able to work something out.
Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
Okie dokie. I could use some help with my reputation in Freeside.
For the right caps, I might be able to put in a good word, or let people know you're not such a bad guy. What do you have in mind?
I want people to like me.
Alright, I can chat you up, but it's gonna cost you. I'm not risking my reputation around here for nothing.
Nah.
What do you need, then?
You have any work that needs doing? Actually, how's business?
We ain't scraping to get by, if that's what you're asking.
Wake up. No, I'm not. It's sleepy time. Do you have any work you need done?
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees.
What sort of proclivities are we talking about?
Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. You ever run across a sex bot? Not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
I'll see if I run across it. I expect 100 caps minimum for each candidate I bring in. Yeah, sure.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
Any idea where I should look for a sex bot?
The best place to start would be with Ralph, at Mick and Ralph's over on the east end of Freeside. Other than that, your guess is as good as mine.
Alright. Bye.
See ya.
A suave talker, a real ghoul cowboy. That's why they're going to the Atomic Wrangler. They canonically never found a real ghoul cowboy. And now... do I need to go back to... No, I gotta do those ones. Friend Jacob and the other guy. Nope, you're not saying anything. Not even a little tiny bit. Shut up. Shut your mouth. You also shut your mouth. We're going this way. I thought one of them was over here. Is he inside that building over there? Like this all busted up, all this business? I think he is. I took a sip from my trusty Vault 13 katana. Yeah. Can you imagine if that is the reference to the courier? Like they're all like, you know, you're a ghoul cowboy, ain't you? And he's like, well, yes, sir, I am. He's like, you know, I heard this one person this one time to look for a ghoul cowboy from one of our wealthier clients. You interested? That'd be such a fucking hilarious way to reference the courier, and that's the only time they ever reference the courier is through the fucking finding prostitutes mission. That would be hilarious. If they can get the ghoul to replace that weird chick the courier got. It's probably a mod for that.
I could really use a fix.
I don't got any chems. I just got a punch for your face. Julie Farkas says that you could use some help, buddy.
Julie's a saint, but I don't need help. I feel young and strong, as long as I get my chems.
What a pull. I know, right? That would be the best thing ever. If that happened, you know, as much as I already sing the praises of the show, I would never stop talking about how fucking goated season 2 is. The episode specifically where that happens, best show ever made. I would become one of those annoying Fallout fanboys that only ever talks about one specific thing. And I would make it my life's mission to completely disrupt the Fallout fan community. Just pushing that one hilarious encounter. Like all these other people push the fucking, the like, you're out of power armor, and the fucking, like, what is it? Fucking wish for a nuclear winter bit. You look pretty bad, Jacob. You should probably stop using chems.
Why stop? I feel great.
Probably because you're gonna die and your pee-pee doesn't work. Who's supplying you?
If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. My damn hands won't stop shaking. This guy named Dixon. Something about him seems sketchy, but I can't stop now. Last time I stopped, I felt like I was gonna turn inside out. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Speaking of which, do you have any spare caps?
Todd's got the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. Exactly. Do it, Todd. Ruin Fallout, just like they all say that you do. Do it officially. Do I gotta kill Dixon? Is that the whole thing here? Or did I just tell him to fuck off?
Looking for a fix, man?
Shut up. Do you know anything about Bill or Jacob?
Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch.
Are you trying to kill your customers?
Those fools are from NCR. I love seeing those squatters in agony. We were doing just fine before those shits came here and made a mess of things. We don't need NCR eggheads wandering around confusing things.
I need you to stop supplying Bill and Jacob.
Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop if there's something in it for me.
I might kill this guy just on principle. So the NCR is supplying you with cheap chems to keep Freeside down? Question mark?
Wait, man. You can't go around saying shit like that.
I'm fucking gonna.
Get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those two anymore.
What are you selling?
Have a look, baby.
Don't call me that. It's fucked up. Dixon's Jet... Wow. Dixon's Whiskey. Oh, yeah, that's what that's at. I don't have anything at 6? Wow, I thought I did have something on 6. Sneering Imperialist actually works on Dixon, cause drugs. What does Sneering Imperialist do again? Is that like you do more damage to...
So you're back. Got any chems for me yet?
I took care of the dealer. Now you can clean up.
What? I need a fix now.
Nope. I want to help you get well, Jacob.
Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help.
A combination of Fixer, Psycho, and Buff Out should do it in one shot. I feel it just sounds like you're trying to fucking overdose them. Jacob, be strong. You just need the support of your friends to get through this. Now give me a kiss. It lets you do damage to raiders and tribals and gives special dialogue. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. That's funny. What's the dialogue for Dixon? Give me a kiss, Jacob.
I think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the fort and see if the followers can watch over me while I recover.
God damn, the last 4 people you've talked to have all been voiced by Liam O'Brien.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because they're both Mick and Ralph are the same character, or the same voice actor, and then there's Jacob, and then there's Dixon over here.
Looking for a fix, man?
That's funny. Okay. So now I'm going to Bill Ronte. To be like, hey yo, Bill Ronte, stop doing drugs and stop having an awesome name. Bill Ronte. It almost sounds like a drink.
That stuff we're not even allowed to sell.
Hey, can I get a stiff glass of Bill Ronte?
If it can be.
Where is he? He's in there. He's in there. And we gotta go past the creature that I don't like. God damn it. Fuck, she's just right over there. Maybe if I just kind of fucking go this way.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all at the Silver Rush.
Okay, I don't like you either, but at least you're not her, so. That's something. Oh my god, he was right here. I completely missed him. What up, Bill Ronte?
Come on, man, I'm dying here.
Oh yeah, he's the drunk. Different voice actor, let's go! Julie Farkas sent me to help sober you up.
Julie? I love Julie. She's such a nice lady.
She's my girlfriend, fuck you.
One time I was working on the water pump, and she came over, put her hand on my shoulder, and told me I was doing a great job. Great job, she says. I just choked up and didn't say nothing. Compliments are so rare these days.
You won't be seeing Dixon anymore.
What the hell? Why? I need alcohol, man.
You don't.
I'm gonna die if I don't get a drink.
No, you won't. You need to kick the habit, Bill. I can help you. Now give me a kiss.
The only way you can help me now is a load of detox chems.
What do you need?
At least a couple of doses of Fixer, a bottle of whiskey, and Radaway. I can take doses of Fixer and Radaway to gradually flush my system over time while drinking decreasing shots of diluted whiskey. This shit better be worth it, man.
Bill, Julie and the rest of your friends miss you. They need your help. Decreasing doses of booze with a couple of shots of fixtures should do it. Yeah. Julie and the rest of your friends miss you. They need your help. Now give me a kiss.
Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
To the fort and get some rest. This has gone on too long.
Hooray! I've gained fame. Go to Freeside. I should probably actually talk to the people that are following me around. Oh, fuck. Go around her. Across the street. What's up, the king? Open enrollment. Sick. There's open enrollment. They're gonna open that enrollment.
If it can be bought, it can be founded.
Yeah, Mick and Rouse. Oh, we're going to the fort up here. I was like, where the fuck are we going? We're going to the fort. Duh. What are you, a bingus? Yes. Stop it. Stop being a bingus in front of everybody. You look like a fool in front of all these people.
Hello.
Howdy.
What's up, Beatrix? How are you?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked, who I could chat up about liquor, got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
Oh my god, what if Beatrix and Cooper are like like estranged lovers or something? Like they show up at the Atomic Wrangler and she's like, "You son of a bitch." And he's like, "Ah, fuck, you still work here." Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious. What are you doing with the followers?
I joined up looking for a decent paying job.
And then she's the one who throws him out the window.
Right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door.
I bet you've seen a lot over the years.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore.
Bingus says what? What? Ow! Shit. That's a bit cryptic, Beatrix. Sounds like you're a bit of a dom, Beatrix.
Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
Interested in working for the Garretts?
They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard?
This would be as in escort.
I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays.
No, you dumb bitch. I mean prostitute.
I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got?
Rich ones. Turns out there are customers looking for someone just like you.
What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny ante hustler like he owns me.
One of the employees' perks is a discount. You'd be independent, but a deep discount on booze? Maybe? Question mark? Booze discount.
They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms.
Sick. I got questions.
And I may have answers.
Wait. Tell me about Freeside.
What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip. Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Freeside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees.
What about the Kings? Yeah?
What about them? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere else. just with better clothes. The king himself, though, he's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad he likes girls with skin.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? What do you think of the NCR?
I reckon they care about getting water and electricity from the dam, and that's where it ends. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them, something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain and simple.
What's your opinion of House?
Before or after the human race shot itself in the foot? I've been around long enough to have both opinions, see. Before the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific. Seemed charming in interviews, until he became a recluse.
Started pissing in jars.
Though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. But when he came back strong and killed a lot of people.
What do you think of the followers of the apocalypse?
I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart.
What do you think about the Van Graffs?
Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Gloria is the stable one, but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in it. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans I've had the displeasure of observing.
Let's talk about something else. This bummed me out.
What did you want to know?
Alright, back. I watched a fucking what was it? There was a video by Channel 5 that got put out yesterday, and it was the Andrew was at like the I think it was I can't remember what number, but it was like some crazy number, like the 47th, because they've been doing it for fucking ever. It was the hobo gathering, like a hobo convention, basically. Yeah, if she's pre-war, she'd know Cooper Howard. Yeah, that'd be a deep cut too if they mentioned her in like one of the pre-war scenes. But the Channel 5 interview, he went to the hobo convention, checked out the museum, talked to a lot of people, like long time hobos, like from like Nam and stuff like that, newer like rail riders and stuff like that. It was a really interesting video, but one of the things that they talked about, like the rail riders specifically, was getting to see a lot of different places in a lot of the country and stuff. And for I don't know, that just the way that Beatrix was talking about, like, you know, wandering and like the maybe not wandering specifically, but like seeing a lot of the a lot of America both pre and post war. It got me thinking about Cooper, and like, man, he's probably like, you know, been to a lot of places and just like wandered and stuff, and that made me think of that that sign in the trailer for season 2 that said you know, New Vegas 50 mile or Vegas 50 miles, and I think from Portland to the Oregon coast it's like 60-70 miles, and like that's like a 2-hour long drive. And it's like, damn, fucking, like, imagine being a ghoul and being in, you know, shortly after the war, and just like decide, like you're on like one of the coasts or something, and you just decide like, I'm just gonna fucking travel. I'm gonna walk around, see what's going on, and just like, you know, fucking take in the sights and stuff like that. Like, I feel like specifically if the country wasn't so fucking like negative and hostile, and more so specifically like hard set on like criminalizing homelessness or like, you know, wandering and stuff like that, I feel like it'd be pretty cool to just like, you know, maybe not like nomadic, but just like do that, just like travel on foot across America a lot more often, you know, hop on trains and just get off at one location, wander around, see what's going on, maybe take up a job for the season, and then, you know, fucking jump back on and go somewhere else. Because that was one of the things that they talked about in the interview as being one of the, you know, quote unquote positives of being a hobo. Getting to see like so much of the country, like specifically on trains, and like a lot of the scenery and the like different communities and different peoples and stuff. Like, that's real cool. That's real cool. It sounds like hard living, but that sounds super dope. And I can just imagine that that's probably a lot of experience. A lot of the experiences that pre-war ghouls have, just like a lot more dangerous. But yeah, that I don't know. It just gets you thinking sometimes. And it's like, damn, there's a lot of the world and there's a lot to see of it. There, sick. Okay. I think I found someone who will be able to cover your supplies.
That's phenomenal.
Phenomenal. The Air Twins.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
We steal it. You get your chems, and you can help anyone who gets addicted. With a surplus of supplies, you could use your caps to influence. Ooh, caps and influence to expand. They just need tech support and raw material. Tech support. You can get your chems, and you can help out. With a surplus supply, you could use your caps and influence to expand. Yes.
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
Stop. It's fucking making me blush. It helped with that addiction problem you mentioned.
I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the Apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day.
Sick. Spare splash?
Sure. Would you like a stim pack, fixer, or Rataway?
A stim pack, please.
You'll need to wait another 24 hours for us to get more made. We need everything else we currently have.
Yay! I got a stim pack. Alright, sick, bye. I have now been accepted by the folks in Freeside. Hallelujah. Bam! Alright, so we did that. Let's go and hit the strip. Specifically, because we could use a little bit more monies. Where's our monies? There's our monies. Let me get the right quest open here. And because we can do a ring-a-ding-ding. How far is everybody else on this one? They're not that far away. They're actually relatively close. I don't give a shit. I want to go and find Benny. This way. Dun 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 dun. Fucking talk to me. Okay, good. She's not talking to me. Hit, 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 hit. Alright. Do I have everybody? I'm missing Lily. I don't have Lily. What else don't I have? Danny Trejo, and then I think it's just them. I think I just need Lily and Raul. Where's Raul again? I can't remember. He's somewhere near Vegas, but I can't fucking remember. Should we do that? Should we go get Lily and Raul, or should we just go into the strip? What say you, chat? What is our objective? Should we get the rest of our best friends, or should we enter into the strip? We have discovered the strip northern gate. Fantastic.
You look new to Freeside.
Why wouldn't I want to get past the greeter?
Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter.
That's rude.
The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born. I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed.
Courier? I used to be a courier before I got shot in the head.
Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items.
Yeah, it was pretty hot. Butcher? How'd you get into that?
My father ran a butcher shop here in town, but business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices.
Sounds odd.
You're telling me. Not long after my father's shop went under, and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh. But no one would believe me. The sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying told you so.
Crier? What was... Wait. Danny Trejo is always worth getting. That is a strong argument. Raoul was by the mountain with the crazy radio crazy nightkin. Oh yeah, that's way. Isn't it? No, yeah, that's further south. So it is a bit back, but yeah, we can do that. What was that job?
After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long.
What happened?
Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched the woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but what can you do? I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended.
Whoa.
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat.
Hey, yo!
Escort just sounds better than man whore.
Whoa. So you got paid for sex?
Yep. I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit.
Gun for hire?
When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living. And I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again. And after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire.
Nice.
All right.
How would you like to work for the Garretts?
I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job?
Plowing.
Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing?
No,
I got out of
I don't care.
Because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation?
Plowing. You're a beacon of light in some people's depressing existence. Your work is art. Ben, you give your clients a precious respite from the ills of the world. Why is that confirmed, Batch? Am I hitting on him there? Your work... This sounds more like I'm hitting on him. Oh, the way you fuck, it's a work of art, bro.
You know what? You're right. I looked at the whole thing from the wrong angle. I suppose I could be a loving muse to some, while simply relieve stress and tension in others. Thanks for that insight. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. This should be a nice change of pace from retirement.
Sick. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. Oh God, oh God, oh God, he's coming after me. No, Please, stop! You got him.
Submit to a credit check, or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
Credit check? What's that for?
Admission to the strip requires an official passport, or proof that you are carrying the required minimum balance. These policies prevent less reputable persons from entering, and ensure a good time will be had by all who enter the strip.
Here's my passport.
Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Sick. Alright. Let's go get Danny Trejo and Grandma. Okay, so he's back by Black Mountain, which is like here. So the Repcon facility's there. So we go to the Rub and Gulp, and then go down this way towards Sloan, I guess? I think that's correct. I believe that's correct. Nope. Yeah.
All mine.
Kill him!
Like that. Come on.
Yeah. Get him, boys. There we go. And I was just about to get a shot off. Oh, we had you guys over here, too. Can you stop shitting and pissing yourself? Get a gun. Be a man. Super sledge. Take the healing powder. I'll pass on the sleeper sledge, though. Those are just fucking heavy. Healing powder. Iguana stick. Fruit. Purify water. Doot. Good. And then... I don't know what I just picked up, but it belongs to me now. Nectar, venom, crunchy meat fruit, dirty water, healing. Why did the legionary assassin, the top dude, have... Also take you, because I think I can do it. Why did he have dirty water, but then that lower ranking guy had, like, water? What the fuck? Well, that's a hunting revolver. I need to eat some food and water. That's what I need to do. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let's do that. And then... dirty water. Alright, we good. I can still hear the sounds of Vegas screaming inside my brain. Because we fast traveled and the audio track fast traveled with us, apparently. Right? It is this way. It's down towards, like, because the Repcon place is right there. And then the mountains off over that way, because that's where she actually is. What time is it? 21:53. Can I sit down? Oh, I can just... do 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 4:55 in the morning. All right. Now that it's getting closer to daytime, we can go up there and we can go blam blam blam, and then we can actually no. This is around here. It's not at the mountain. It's somewhere near the mountain, but I can't remember. Where's the man? Let's see. I don't remember. I thought he was like somewhere a little farther north, but this also does feel accurate. I just don't remember where he is, and it's pissing me off. Oh yeah, Rex, that was the other companion. Forgot about Rex. Okay, so we're gonna have to do stuff with the kings as well, so that we can get Rex to be our bestest friend. I feel like I'm not going the right way. I don't feel as if this is the right direction. Is it? I don't think so. I thought that he was further to the south, or to the east. Chad, I'm lost. I don't know where Raoul is. I forget because I haven't played this game in like 6 years. At least. Is that it? He's in like a fucking garage or something. I just don't know where it is. And I don't think it's this one. No, yeah, because there's a Deathclaw over there. Yeah, this isn't even like a warehouse. This is the train depot. Check your map. I'll tell you. Okay, I'm right here at Junction 15 Railway Station. That's the address. What is this? Oop. This blab right here. Halfway up the mountain. So he is still like this direction.
What a shame.
Get him. Fuck him up. Kill him, all of my friends. Kill them all. Ah, Eddie died. Shit. I forgot that could happen. Guys, I feel like I may have made some poor choices in life. Well, time to die. Because I got everybody murdered. Oh, fuck. I completely forgot that that can happen. I'm just all like, oh, they can fucking take on the Deathclaws, and then all of the Deathclaws swarmed, and like, well, this isn't great. That's weird. Okay, halfway up the mountain, so we can definitely go like this way. Gonna make it 5 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Toshi, how could you let this happen? I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody's alive. See? Nobody died. Nobody died a horrendous death by being mauled to death by Deathclaws. Shit didn't fucking happen. Fucking lying to yourself and others. If you think that happened. Come on. You see that mountain? You can climb that mountain. Thank you, Todd Howard. You have made my life exponentially gooder. Where are they? A thing. There's a thing in this direction. An indicator of such. Come on. Climb that mountain. There we go. Thank you, Todd Howard. You gave me the strength to climb that mountain. Is this just leading me to the fucking junction? No, I I don't think so. We got boys over there. We got some boys over here. Well, not boys, but there's a thing over here. What have ye? It's a ranger safe house. That does nothing for us right now. Alright. So, that's most likely the junction. The depot over that way. Yeah, it is. Oh, they have begun the fight. Gain its power. Seriously. God damn it, you guys are gonna get yourself murdered. Arcade doesn't even have a fucking gun. God damn it. You sons of bastards. Oh, now you fucking die. Fuckers. We've done it. We're looping again. Where is it? No, I don't want 13 hours. I want... Oh my god. There we go. There we go. Oh my fucking Christ. There. Jesus. Gain its power. Let the rangers inside you. No. You don't have a gun. You need a gun.
Sure. Just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Where's the incinerator? I kind of want to give him the incinerator, but I feel like that might be too much. You still have those energy weapons. Yeah, you're using one of them too.
Easy, bro.
Good lad.
Not a pack Brahmin.
Give me that shit. Take you guys, and then the MF cells. All right.
Sure. Just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Plasma rifle, laser rifle, MF cells. There we go. Maybe send Arcade to the hotel until you finish this area? No. Arcade is ride and die. I need more fucking bullets for my unfair weapon here. Yeah, I don't have anything on 6. I used to have something on 6. Fuck it. 6. 6. 7. 6. Okay. So he's halfway up the mountain, so is it actually up the path? Or is it just, like, somewhere around the mountain, but, like, closer to the top than the bottom? These are the world's greatest mysteries. Where the fuck is Raoul? Only on the Discovery Channel. Discover! Ta-da! We have discovered the NCR Rangers safe house. I've been seeing, what is it? I've been seeing, these TikTok videos from this one creator, and it's so funny. They get me every time. It's like, it's got, like, text over it, and it says, like, what people thought was progressive in, like, the 1960s or some shit like that. And it's so funny, because it's always, like, like, it's clearly, like, he's supposed to be, like, a white guy talking, and he's all like, well, back in my day in Macon, Georgia, we didn't serve no colored folk in the fucking in the butcher and shit like that. And it's so funny because it's always like this little, like, innocuous thing that turns it from, like, sort of like a racial situation to just, oh my god, they psychopaths, to like an actual, like, wow, that is like a little bit progressive for the 1960s. The first one was, or not the first one, but the one that I saw was like, oh, or, well, the last one that I saw, rather. Oh, fuck, I died. The last one that I saw was, and they all got, like, fucking, like, a lot of the, it's like he's building, like, a fucking universe. Like, a lot of the characters have, like, consistent names. Like, there's this, this black guy. His name is Two Shoes Johnson, because he always wears two shoes. And the story was basically like, so he came into the white man's surgery center, and Bear Claw Johnson, who was the lead surgeon, and he's like, now you listen here, Jimbo, this is the white man's surgery center. I'm not fucking gonna provide services to no black feller. He's all like, because back then we didn't operate on it for two reasons. One, because we didn't see them as human, like they didn't have, they were like a different species than us and stuff like that, so we didn't feel like we were equipped to service them. And then like some other reason I can't remember, but he's all like, like Two Shoes Johnson, he's all like, he's kind of wobbling funny. He's like, well, Two Shoes Johnson, why you got that wobble to you? And he's all like, I don't know, my chest had been hurting a little bit. My heart feels like it might be wrong. And he's all like, Jimbo's all like, well, like we might as well open them up, see what's going on, maybe make it a little bit of a science experiment kind of thing. And they get in there and open them up, and they're all like, well, goddamn, because Bear Claw Johnson was not at all interested in the idea, but he became a little bit interested after he thought like, ooh, I can fucking cut somebody open and like dig around in there and stuff. And they open him up, and he's like, well, goddamn, he's got all the same organs that the white man does. And Bear Claw Johnson was like, I don't like this at all. And he fucking like leaves, and he's like, you're on your own. And I'm just sitting there, and we got Two Shoes Johnson all opened up there, and we had this pig heart next to us, and figure like, oh, fucking Boone, you got yourself murdered. Yep, Boone died. Alright, let's just fucking get out of here. We'll find another way up. This is not working out. But he's like, well, we got this pig heart that we haven't been doing anything with, so I'm figuring to swap out the old one, put in this new one, and then close up shop. And then it ends with a, like, Jimbo was awarded the white, like, the African-American white boy surgeon of the millennium badge and stuff like that. He was known as Old Snippy until he passed away at the age of 76 in his home in Macon, Georgia. And it fucking gets me every time, because he weaves such a fucking interesting and hilarious story, and they're always like pretty goddamn like consistent with characters and stuff like that. It fucking gets me every time. I love it. It's always like, oh, like this was progressive at the time, and they're like being like objectively horrible, but then like something like good kind of comes out of it. Like there was one like how people in 2025, or yeah, how people from 2025 will be reacting to, robot dating in 2046 or some shit like that. And it was basically just like racism towards people, to like racism towards robots. And the guys are like, I don't like my neighbor because he's dating a robot and stuff like that. And then he's all like, well, you see, they're trying to pass a law to make it so that humans and robots can like marry legally. And he's like, well, I don't like that even a little bit. Like, that's bad. That's immoral and shit. And he's like, well, if it passes, then, your neighbor over there will be spending, his wife will be like inside all the time, like, being a wife and stuff like that. And he's like, wait, so she'll be inside all the time and I won't have to look at her? And he's like, yeah, that's the long and short of it. And like, well, goddamn, I think I'm a supporter of it now. Just like for the most ass backwards reason. Like he's progressive, but for a selfish reason. I thought that was just fucking funny. A lot of his, not a lot of his videos are like that, but a lot of his videos are that kind of like, you know, it's like still kind of racist, but there's a little bit of like leeway, and it's just like leaning into like everything was so racist back in the day until they decided no more racism. God, boom, fucking blasting them. Of course, I fucking pulled out the gun that has 0 bullets. Get him. He's got 2 sledgehammers. Call him 2 Sledge Drew. 2 Sledge Drew, you dead as hell. I need to get the fuck out around here. Can't sprint while over encumbered. You now have radiation poisoning. I'm not fucking over encumbered. I don't even have any straws. I need to get the fuck out of here. I need to get away from whatever's going on over there, so the radiation doesn't continue to tickle my toes. Where the fuck's Danny Trejo? He's up the mountain? You said he was up the mountain? Why does the lighting look like this? What is fucking happening? I'm freaking out. Rads. Radaway. That's Rad X. That helps. But I need Radaway. But I gave it to my girlfriend because she needs it for the homelessnesses. Oh god, Nightkin! There we go. Alright. Why does it take so long to fucking reload that gun? We got the bumper sword. Oh! Ah, stupid. Ow. There we go. Nice. You got an assault carbine. It's mine now. Alright, so let's see here. Where's that assault carbine? Spiked knuckles. Ooh, come on. Yes. There it is. Yeah, let's mess with this for a little bit. There we go. I got my assault carbine. Eddie, get over here. Alright. Let's give Eddie a thingamajig or two. We want to give him the hunting right revolver. And the spiked knuckles. I'm getting these guys. Most of my weight is just coming from food anyway. And I'm carrying a lot in the game. Let's eat a buffalo gourd seed and then drink some dirty water. Mmm, that delicious tasty dirty water. No, isn't Raoul up here? Yeah, Raoul's up here. He's in like one of the shacks or some shit. Ooh, car. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Sorry about that. He's fixing the computer. Or radio. Or car. Exactly. Okay, so we can't get in there. It's a very hard terminal. That's just a hard terminal. Storage building. Ooh, treasure hunt. What the fuck? Gotta get the password. I'm gonna. Not here. Oh no, it's notes, so it would be under miscellaneous treasure hunt. To whom it may concern you. We got some pretty good stuff in the last raid, and unlike last time, I don't want any instances. The only logical conclusion was to hide everything throughout this room. If you can read this, you have my permission to find any item you can find. Stuff I hid. 1 missile launcher, 3 missiles, 3 bricks of C4, 5 frag grenades, 1 super stim pack, various ammo. Your benevolent supreme overlord, Tabitha. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's just a stick. Requires key. Oh no. Go back inside the previous one and check the not locked terminal. Oh, is that where the password is? Makes sense. Entry 1. Oops. If you don't have enough point in listening, okay. Took about 7 minutes to fix. Also performance. Kill me. And I fixed the toaster. Cuddles. Not use the damn car anymore. Password is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I don't think anyone cares. They ever reads. Sick. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Disengage lock. There's the boy.
Took you long enough. So can I go now?
It's okay by me. Enjoy your freedom. What do you mean, took me long enough?
Sorry. I assumed the only reason you'd fight past a horde of super mutants and pick the lock on my cell is if you heard my cry for help on the radio. But maybe you're just sightseeing. So since the door's open and all, can I go now?
I completely forgot that he sends out a radio signal. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 is the safest of all. Genius. It is pretty genius. Yeah, I think like when you said that he was in like a thing like halfway up the mountain, I was all like, oh no, yeah, he's in like fucking some kind of shit. I was remembering his actual like house, his actual place of residence. That's what I was remembering. I completely forgot that he had been captured by Tabitha and was being held hostage in order to fucking, like, fix shit. Who are you?
Name's Raul. Raul Alfonso Tejada. I'm the mechanic around here.
Really?
No. No, boss. I'm a prisoner of the crazy super mutant with the wig and the glasses. I was kind of hoping you were here to set me free. But maybe I'm not a pretty enough damsel for that. Huh?
My sassy Mexican king. Don't worry. You're more than pretty enough for me to rescue you. Why does your jumpsuit say Miguel?
Probably because it used to be Miguel's. Whoever he was. How about if you let me go, huh, boss?
Alright, enjoy your freedom.
Alrighty then. I'll just head out. Alone. By myself. Into the dangerous waste.
All by myself. You'll do fine. Farewell, mi amigo. Actually, do you want to tag along?
Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
Sweet. We got him! Let's go! Bam! And let's go pay Tabitha a quick visit. Oh, there she is. Hey, Tabitha. Oh, I thought we could talk to her. Couldn't we talk to Tabitha? Or we were supposed to talk to her before she came out?
Supreme.
Taking this, and I'll be taking that. Thank you. Crazy, crazy. Give me the stuff in this trunk. Take all. Yes. Okay. We need to get speech up. And good. Sick. Completed crazy, crazy, crazy. Wow, that was easy. There's another box in there. What's in here? I'll be taking these. And I'm over encumbered. Eddie, listen. You gotta do me this solid. You gotta carry a gun. Never mind, I have 3 of these things. I could probably just repair them. Eddie, I'm still gonna give you this gun. Damn it. Yeah, Eddie, use melee weapons. You have no hands or arms or appendages of any kind. Just ram your body into something. Broken Mr. Handy.
Hello. Could you please direct me to Mistress Tabitha?
I'd tell you, but Tabitha's dead.
And I suppose you're taking credit for the deed, Fiend? I will avenge her.
What?
Spot.
No! Rhonda! Ooh. Move called a victory. No! Hell yeah. Taking those new colas. Taking that flamer fuel. And we're good. Bloop. All right. Well, we are one best friend richer now. We got our buddies. We got the whole, well, almost the whole damn crew. We got Mole Rat. We got Raul. We got Eddie. We got Boone right back there. We got Veronica. And, of course, we got the man, the myth, the legend himself. Okay, Gannon. At this point, I think the only companions that we're actually missing are, ooh, buttons to flip. All right. I think the only companions we're missing are Rex and, I forget her name. The Nightkin. Grandma. I forget her name. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I'm not a real Fallout fan. I can't remember the grandma's name. Son of a bitch. Anyway, we're just missing those two. Rex and her. At least I'm pretty sure, unless there's one that I'm not remembering. Yeah, we're making some progress. We not as much of this was as much actual doings. Lily, that was her name. Fuck. God damn it. Now everybody's gonna fucking rip into me on Twitter. Good thing I don't go on Twitter anymore. So we just need to get them, and then we got the whole damn crew with us. We weren't able to get quite as much done as I would have liked to have today, but fucking what can I say? I yap. I'm a yapper. that's my shtick. We'll get back into this. We maybe we'll be able to get back into this next Friday. If we can't get into it Friday, we'll do Grounded on Saturday, or Grounded 2 on Saturday, next Saturday. So, I might not be able to do Grounded. We might have to do Grounded early on Saturday. Next weekend stream might be a little weird. Work complicates the Friday schedule. I got a birthday party to go to on Saturday, and Sundays are unique. But we will be playing more Fallout New Vegas next week. I just kind of got to figure out on a time might have to do an earlier stream, but I don't think many people will have a problem with that. And then Grounded might have to be moved around a little bit, or we just take a break. I don't know. We'll figure something out. For now, though, if you enjoyed, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button. Helps me out a whole lot. We're still trying to I mean, you know, it's kind of been a long going thing, but we're still trying to kind of trying to get our Twitch viewership back up. This was like, you know, a couple of years ago at this point, Twitch was doing really good. It was like our number one, or not our number one, but like our primary streaming platform. And then like it got hacked, and then now fucking just like Twitch pretends I don't exist, even though I got everything back. But yeah, my numbers just haven't recovered since. But we're doing good. We're still chugging along. We took a little bit of a break just because I went out of town, and then YouTube had its whole AI ID verification thing happen. So it was a little weird there for a minute, but I think everything has more or less relaxed, calmed down, gotten back to normal. So we will for the most part be getting back to our normal streaming schedule. And then just working on content and making it happen. Hopefully we can do a little bit more growing before the end of the year. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Maybe a little earlier. I don't know. We'll see. I always just kind of fucking want to stream all the time on the weekends, because I feel like I have more time and energy for it. But since I'm back at work now, that might not be the case anymore. But I just like streaming. Streaming's fun. But we will be back tomorrow and Sunday for more Grounded 2, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If we start a little early, you'll most likely get a notification about it, whether or not you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. For now, as I said, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell, hit the follow button. Check the links in the description. Check out the podcast. Our last interview was with Lawrence McNamara of the Modus Files Fallout podcast. Really great story. Really good conversation. Give that a listen. We got a whole bunch of other amazing interviews with a bunch of amazing creators in the Fallout community. Modders, content creators, streamers, all that good stuff. Artists. You'll love it. There's definitely there's something in there for everybody, and I'm hoping to kind of continue to build that to so that there's more interesting and engaging conversations for more people. For now, though, I thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, etc., like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell, hit the follow button. Check out all the links in the description, and we'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope to see you all there. We're gonna play more Grounded 2. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. Bugs dying a whole lot because we're soft and squishy, and it's going to be great. And then we'll get back into... Oh, jeez. God damn it. I knocked my glasses clean the hell off my own face. Son of a bitch. We'll be getting back into Fallout New Vegas next week. Again, I just need to figure out when exactly we're going to be getting back into it. For now, thank you so much. Drink water. Get plenty of sleep. The weekend's here. Let's have fun with it. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye, mole rat. Goodbye.